I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speak in the God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya. That shit you saying now, we all know ain't make ya. So many nights was me and my notebook, no hook, no look, just me and my devils, but they so shook. Whatever it took, fuck the battle, ready for war. I ain't die, I evolved, living through these memoirs, regardless of the cost. And the gas made it this far with bars that'll last forever, like the wreck yard.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speak in the God.
I see dead people connect with my sixth sense. Heed no evil, get bread with my six friends. He's no diva, flexing the sick bends. Plex is a teacher, investing in big trends. Scared like a bear, disrupting the bull market. Double down shares, portfolio parking. Dow Jones average, big bank tank sharking. Elevated rank while face stays sparking. Dan John's pace, my grace will sharpen. In the biz since kids, Rosario Dawson. He got game, but he's not Jesus. Connected through the pain, data's rocking through your speakers. My daughter's like a mama, but she got my features. We teach her to be strong, never gonna need ya. Like Ruth Long, she was born a leader. Underestimating the greats is the wrong procedure.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speak in the God.
I'm alone, but I ain't lonely. Least I got my homies. Peace is what they show me till I meet my one and only. Nothing you can loan me, no way for you to own me. Baritone in my tone, leave sopranos to tone it. My ad-lib game can compete with those on the spectrum. I ain't gon' diss them, but definitely don't respect them. Equivalent of holding the mic till you wrecked them at the crossroads with the devil at a dark intersection. Question, is the sin eaten from the tree or neglecting to realize that he is me? Can't have me on lockdown when I'm as free. Stammer through the grammar so blind can see. I ain't trying to be, cause I'm built from the cosmos. And if need be, I raise up like P.D. Pablo. Climbing from the underground cause the dirt's off. Cage bird on my chest when I take my shirt off.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Good morning, 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 or good afternoon, or pre-afternoon, or whatever it is. Man, I'm excited to be here, y'all. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. A little late. I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. It's good to see y'all, man. I see y'all in the chat. Robert Paul was good. Duke and Sharon was good. I see y'all out there. I see y'all. It's good to be with y'all this morning. I want to talk about a few things, man. Rodolfo Irizarry was good. What's good? I got next. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Joe Curry. What's good? Robert Paul, what's happening? Yeah. Hey, so So yeah, I'm running a little behind, man. I usually try to start this thing like 8:45 ish. Just dealing with a back injury, man. I got something going on, man. I'm probably have to do something about that, but that don't have anything to do with us. You know, it's good to see y'all, man. Excited to be with y'all. I want to talk some Wizards, make some trade deadline stuff. Scoey, what's good? SKOE, what's happening? Salute, salute. I see y'all. The Nick that never sleep. Bam. That must be my burner account. Bam. Chop low. What's good? What's good, Chop? What's good? What's good? What's good? I see y'all. I see a Drip Moors in the building. What's good? What's good? I figure since I'm running late, man, I might be on this video chat by myself, right? But you know how I go. I apologize for being late, man. I try not to be um too late. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to be here, but like most man, just try to play through it, man. Try to play through injuries and stuff. Y'all know how I go. How y'all feeling this morning? How y'all feeling? Bam. Brooklyn Belly is in the building. What's good? Felipe 210, what's happening? KMD family, what's happening? So, I gotta go. First of all, I gotta start out by saying how much I love and respect the Knicks morning drive. Right? I gotta start out by acknowledging the fact that I think, in my heart of hearts, I think the Knicks morning drive might be my favorite. I'm gonna just go out there and say it. I was on the Knicks at Night podcast last night, and there was some words said about the team KMD, right? So team K, so the Knicks at Night fam got a little greasy, what I'm saying, said some greasy things about team KMD, right? L Jordan, hey, so there was some maybe some words said by the Knicks at Night family about team KMD, right? And it's because they feel like I may be favoring y'all, and I don't do it intentionally. So I don't do it intentionally, right? But it's all love. It's all love, right? Like I legit may favor the Knicks morning drive family, but not intentionally. Like, I come on, I try to do my thing, and try to provide dope content, try to have the conversation be one that's engaging, two that's smart, and three that's in depth and impactful. And it's hard to do that every day because sometimes things happen and you just want to be basic. You just want to be base. Like the day that they get the night at the morning after we got robbed by the officials. We don't want to talk about nothing in depth. We just want to vent. And it happens. Sometimes something make you mad. You ain't want to get all, you don't want to sound like you don't care nothing about sounding like Nietzsche. You don't care nothing about sounding like Nietzsche. You just want to vent. You just want to come out with your pitchforks and your torches. You know what I'm saying? You ain't care about none of that other stuff. You just want to vent. So sometimes we do that. Right? 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 Keyshawn, what's good? What's good? Hey, Pudge Nice. Yo, that avatar is fire. That avatar is fire, bro. Fire. Hey, but hey, Hey, but nice. What happened is the Knicks at Night podcast family, they feel like their time slot is the best. They like, yo, man, you be getting up early in the morning. You be getting up early in the morning, man, and be kicking it with them. But like I explained it to them, like that's the rowdy crowd at night. Hey, that's the rowdy crowd at night. They legit come to the table with so much. See, this is what I'm saying, right? I really can't. I legit can't even get through. Right. Robert Paul, that's hilarious. Robert Paul says, "Let me find out. There's about to be a civil war within the Blorange universe." No, man, it's hey man, it's supposed to be all love, but I think they feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? They feel some type of way that um they just feel some type of way. You know what I mean? Because they feel like they're they feel like they are born first, but are the little brother. If that makes sense. Because legit, the Knicks at Night podcast was first, and we poured so much energy into it, and continue to pour so much energy into it. Right, we poured a lot of energy into it. There are a lot of conversations behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Because we have a lot of competition around that time slot, man. A lot of people coming on, doing post game, doing a whole bunch of stuff. But the Knicks at Night podcast is small but tough. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is, man. Y'all been around. The Knicks at Night podcast is small but tough, man. Like the little guy, um the Knicks at Night podcast is like the Mike Tyson of its field, right? It's small but mighty. You know what I mean? Like legit, the 100 people or so that come in and be on there, they love it, man. They love it. And the Knicks at Night podcast is where the Knicks at Night podcast is the Jerry Springer of the Knicks universe. This right here is more of a something different. I'll just put it that way. But we love it. We love it. Right? So it's crazy. So they talked mad greasy last night about the they because this legit like Robert Paul and Keyshawn and Chop Low and Felipe 210 and Hadouken Sharon, Pudge Nice, L Jordan, Felipe 210, Dripmore, Chef NYK, Corey Lee. So this is Block 53. This is legit a community, right? This is a community. So this is a community. So what it is we all have like this feeling, like this vibe that we've created. So we create this vibe, right? And it's not me forcing things on y'all or y'all forcing things on me, but all of us getting together and we have this feeling that comes through organically. And I like it a lot. Quiet Money, what's good? Quiet Money, what's happening? No, Quiet Money, no. Quiet Money, what's happening? Quiet Money legit just broke in on Team KMD and is like, yo, I'm rocking with the Knicks at Night podcast. Oh, man. And then Chef NYK is like, facts. Okay. Nah, I didn't forget Quiet Money. Quiet Money, you the man. Quiet money is legit straight straight on the Knicks at Night podcast. We ain't forget no quiet money. Hey, so quiet money, we redoing the intro, man. I need to get permission from you to use your image to put on the Knicks at Night podcast intro. I know that seemed like something small and petty. I just what I'm gonna do is just grab a photo and put on the Knicks at Night podcast intro. And when we finish the Facebook page, I want to put you on that stuff too, man. If I can get your permission to do it. Yeah. Hadouken Sharon says I'm rocking with both. That exactly me too. What's the beef? What's the beef? You know? Alawise is in the building. Alawise was good. What's good? What's the be? I mean, there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. I shouldn't have even put energy into it. You know how you feel something coming on and you're like, man, I ain't messing with that. But they were passionate, bro. The Knicks at Night podcast is like they want me to put some respect on their name, right? Because it's about 100 of them strong, right? It's about 100 of them strong, man, and they rock every night. They legit. It's about 100 of them. They bum rush the door every night, and while 100 might not seem like a big number, because other Knicks YouTubers, man, they have big crowds, man. Dude, I saw one time a dude had like 2,400 people in this thing. So we don't have 2,400 yet. You know, we still growing, right? Anthony D is in the building. What's good, my brother? So while we don't have 2,400 people yet, we're growing. We've only been at it. So what month is this? This is March. So we've legit only been doing it since October. So you got October, November, December, January, February, March. So we've been doing it about 6 months, right? We've been doing it about 6 months, and I feel like both are successful. I feel like both are successful, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, Robert Paul, like 100 people at 2 a.m. Yeah, it's only going up, and we're working on putting out dope content and having great conversations. You know what I'm saying? Our main thing is having good conversations, man. We want to make sure that we give the people what they want, so to speak. Hold on for a second, y'all. Yeah, man, I had some background stuff going on. I just want to make sure we protect the channel. So, but yeah, it's one of those deals where it's here we go. All right, here we go. The Knicks at Night podcast is trying to infiltrate, and good. As long as they come in and be respectful, man, of processes. Yeah, hey, Wayne Peterson, what's good? Wayne Peterson, what's good? I see you. So we don't want to create like a beef. I mean, if it's a playful thing, like we good with it, right? But the Knicks at Night podcast puts out great stuff, and they put a lot of time into it. A lot of time, man. They legit bring a lot of stuff to the table. But I think where this thing comes from is they feel as if I'm partial to Team KMD. And I ain't gonna lie to you. If they wouldn't have said nothing, I would have continued rocking on with that because in a way, I feel like I may have. Right? I may have legit started favoring Team KMD. Right? I may have. And it is what it is. I ain't trying to say See what so, so Robert Paul says, I only started late to give Hoodie Cav some time to wake up, right? Yeah, Hoodie Cav will probably wake up bright and early, like 4 p.m. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So I want to talk about this Washington Wizards game, right? So this Wizards game, in my opinion, is very, very, very important. Not in the sense that we actually need the win itself, because we need the win, but we can make up for it if we lose, right? So if we lose, Delano Steele was good. Was good. Was good. Was good. So we can not win against the Wizards and make up that W somewhere else, right? But it's important to us to see the talent disparity. Like for instance, it's important for us to see Bradley Beal up close and personal, right? We need to see Bradley Beal up close and personal. We need that. Okay. We need that. You know what else we need? We need to see what it's like to have a legit point guard that can score and control the pace of the game. And they have one. And he might not be as great as he once was, but he's still better than anything that we have. Right? So we need to see some things. We also need to see what it's like to develop a young core. We need to track how the Wizards' young core is performing, right? Because they have some young guys. And I'm not jealous of what they have. I just like to see, hey, G Money, what's good? What's good? What's good? I think it's important for us to see what it is that other teams are doing, right? To me, that's very important, right? Let me share this on. I'm gonna share this on Twitter real quick too, in order for us to. Let me see here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get out of studio and go back to my channel. Click on this. Pause this. Hit that like button. Share on social media. I'm gonna share it on Twitter. Just real quick. Bam. So I just shared it on Twitter. Right. Okay. Hey, City, I see what you put. I see what you put out there too. Hey, thanks, bro. I wanted to so what I want to do is I don't want to use y'all's images to sell something. Like I don't want to put your image on a t-shirt or something like that. What I want to do is let the people know who it is that's rocking with them. So I want to. So for the cats that are doing. So for the cats that come on the Knicks One and Drive, and the cats that come on the Knicks at Night podcast, you know what I'm saying? I want to share the love. Basically, is what I'm saying. Right. I want people to recognize who it is that they're rocking with, and that's the reason why I ask all these strange questions, because I didn't want to just put it up there and they'd be like, "Yo, I'm Freezy just put my joint on there for," and he didn't ask me. I didn't want to be disrespectful like that. I think that's kind of greasy. So yeah. So anyway, with the Washington Wizards, man, I think this game is important in a way because um we want to see where we are, not just in terms of wins and losses, But in terms of developing our young core, see where we are in evaluating superstars, and things like that, man. We just want to make sure that we know. You know how you need to understand where you are as a person. I think we need to understand where we are as a franchise. Is basically what I'm getting at. Are these draft picks so valuable? For instance, is this cap space so valuable? Are these young players that valuable where we can't move them to upgrade? Right? It's just something to think about. We need this W for sure. We need this W in order to make the playoffs because you got to stack as many W's as you can, right? Because you don't want to get under a pressure crunch. You don't want to get under a pressure crunch at the end of the season because I think we only have 29 games left. We only have 29 games left, and we don't want to wait until we have 10 games left and have to go like 9-0 or 10-0. We don't want to do that. That doesn't make sense. Right? Quiet Money says, Uncle Freezy, it would actually be dope to see Quiet Money on a t-shirt. Hey, it may. Hey, we're working on some stuff, man. We're working on some stuff. I got some so I have some designs already, and I'm just looking to link it to YouTube so that we can put some stuff out there. I'm gonna do some giveaways, right? Heartbreak Nova 3, what's good? Knicks are not going to the playoffs, Freezy, and that's fine this season. Next year is when we'll be good. Hey, either way, I just want to try. I just don't want to lay down. Yeah, what's good, Frederick? What's happening? What's good? What's good? So we got a lot of stuff going on, man. We got a lot of stuff going on here at with Blorange Tears. We're growing. I'm talking to my homeboy Ron Cleveland on the telephone. Yo, Ron Cleveland can talk, bro. That's my guy. Ron Cleveland. I talked to Ron. I ain't gonna tell y'all what we talked about, but yeah, man, that's my guy right there, man. Ron Cleveland, that's my dude. Ron, if you listening, man, come on. That's my guy. G says, you still think the Knicks will win 42 games? The unfortunate thing about my prediction is I didn't anticipate games being taken away from us. Right. But the fortunate thing is about my 42 game prediction is the front office has the ability to bring in reinforcements so that Julius Randle doesn't have to play 46 minutes. Because the tone of our conversations after the Sixers loss is different than it would have been if Julius Randle hit that last second shot against the Sixers. It is what it is. Our tone changes based on results. Y'all know that. I mean, as fans, y'all know, our tone changes based on results. It is what it is. I mean, there's no other way around it. There's no way to phrase it better than that. After a big time win, we're excited. After a big time loss, we're disappointed. And our conversations after that, based on wins and losses, changes like that. So the thing with the 42 wins is while it sounded like pie in the sky when I initially said it, I can look back at the end of the season. If we don't win 42 games, I could probably point to some games where, you know, one call, one fair call, one way or the other could get us another win, right? Yeah, man. Ron is salt of the earth, bro. Ron Cleveland is salt of the earth. Hey, Nick DeWitt. Yeah, man. I'm all right. You know, I'm taking these pills. My wife is just like just Miss Mocha is just like, here, take this. Miss Mocha is like, man, shut up, stop being a baby. Here, take this. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, yeah, okay. I really don't want to shut up and take it. Okay. Yeah. Justin King, let's go Knicks. What's good, Justin? What's happening, man? What's happening, baby? Good to see you. Hadouken and Sharon. Hoping for a speedy recovery. My back be hurting too sometimes. Hey, yeah, man. So I injured my back, and then last night before I was ready to walk out the house, it just started seizing up on me, man. And so it's not a good feeling at all. And then plus I'm a big guy, and I know I need to become a smaller guy, but you know how it is. David, Mr. You Don't Know Me. Yo, salute to the chat. Uncle Freeze. What's good, David? What's happening? What's good? You called 35 wins before the season. Okay. I know this. You remember Alawaj, you remember the Portland game? When the referees were trying to apologize to Julius Randle after the game? Remember that? People forget about that because it was so long ago that they want us to forget. I hadn't forgotten though. I hadn't forgotten, man. I'm a Knicks fan, right? You can't take W's from a team trying to turn it around, man. You just can't do it. You know? You just can't do it, man. It's not fair. Hey, thank you, Anthony D, for reminding me because sometimes I get on my soapbox, man, and I could go, brother. I can go. Yeah, there's no pain like back pain, man. It's weird because it stops you. It stops you from doing a whole bunch of stuff. And salute to everybody, man. Salute to all of y'all. Salute to all of y'all, man. We have this close knit family, right? And some are team KMD, and some are team Knicks at Night podcast, but it's all the same family, right? Some are team KMD, right? And I ain't gonna lie, it was brought to my attention that it was brought to my attention that I was favoring team KMD, right? I didn't even notice. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was showing equal love. Like I was just being myself, to be honest with you. Just be myself, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it is what it is. What? In Philly, they said Bullock was out when his foot never touched the line on the replay. Oh, Philly fans, stop it. Stop it, Philly. So Frederick says, the Knicks at Night podcast are those cousins you want out the house after a few days. What? Oh man, Frederick, they watching this. City for real gonna start bugging. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's funny. That's funny though. Yeah. Well, what do y'all predict for the Wizards? How have the Wizards been playing lately? Let me see. I want to see what the Wizards have been like the last 10 games. I don't believe in 2-game sample sizes and all that mess. I want to see what they've been like the last couple of games. I mean, the last 10 games. I'm sorry. Let me check and see. So the Wizards are not in last place anymore. Okay, the last 10 games they're 2-8. Okay, and the Orlando Magic. Wow, the Orlando Magic are struggling. The Orlando Magic are 1-9 in their last few games. Cleveland Cavaliers are struggling. Toronto Raptors are struggling. The Indiana Pacers are struggling. The Chicago Bulls are struggling. The Knicks are 5-5 in their last 10 games, and the Boston Celtics are struggling also. The Charlotte Hornets are 6-4 in their last few games. I don't see that. I don't see them continuing on that pace after LaMelo is out for the season. The Atlanta Hawks are 8-2 in their last 10 games. I don't see them being 8-2 for the rest of the season. I don't see them keeping that scorching hot pace. The Miami Heat are 6-4. The Milwaukee Bucks are 9-1. Brooklyn, Philly, so Brooklyn. So the Sixers, Brooklyn, Philly. I mean, Philly, Brooklyn, Milwaukee. I don't see us catching them. But the 4th seed is attainable. The 4th seed is attainable. Right? I think the 4th seed is a place that we could get to. If we add the right player. Houston lost last night. Yeah. No, it's showing. It's showing Houston won one in a row. So who's the hottest team in the NBA right now? Toronto has lost 9 in a row. Wow. That's crazy. G Money.
Salute, man. What's going on?
Hey man, how you doing?
Great. You?
Yeah, man, I'm better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm better. Not all the way there. I'm not where I want to be, but
Yeah.
better than I was yesterday.
Thank God.
Yeah, man. Thank you. So how do you feel about this Washington Wizards game?
We should beat the Wizards. We got to prevent transition. We got to double team Beal a lot. We got to force Westbrook to take tough contested shots. And the good news, they don't have Davis Bertans, who's their best three-point shooter. So that's the good news. And also, Robin Lopez is a former Knick, so we got to prevent him from grabbing rebounds and clog the paint. So that's my key. We should win both of these games, okay? Because Milwaukee and Miami will be tough, and then we should beat Minnesota. So I think the Knicks will win both of these games at home.
I'm gonna say something right here, and I know you can be like, "What?" I see us going 4-1 over the next 5 games.
Yeah. I think we'll beat Miami, Minnesota, and Washington twice.
Yep. And the reason why I say we should beat Miami is because in the last couple of times they played, they got very, very favorable officiating calls.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't want to blame everything on the officials now. I'm not
because
saying
we didn't execute either.
Right, but their offense, we had their offense out of sorts, right? And the whole game, you know what I mean? And the I think it's the Knicks game, the game in MSG. I think that's the game.
Yeah, it was on Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah,
where Bam Adebayo got 16 free throw attempts.
Oh no, the 16 free throws was actually in Miami. Actually,
in Miami. Okay. Yeah, okay. So he got 16 free throw attempts and got 0 fouls called on him. That to me, that's ridiculous.
It is, yeah.
But it's one of those. It's one of those things, man. Let me. So shout out to City for real. So City says Shout out to you and everybody watching. Let's go Knicks. We need this W tonight to hang and bang in the standings. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
I
Thanks.
heard we
Thanks.
may get Fournier. Wow, that's what I heard. We may get Fournier. What do you think about that?
Wow. Wow. Fournier. I like Fournier as a player
Mm-hmm.
a lot. Right. I like Fournier's off-ball facilitation, and I like him as a secondary ball handler. Like to me, he's the perfect complement to a Julius Randle and a point guard. So to
Right.
have him directing traffic, moving guys around, getting guys open looks, I think is the perfect complement for what we're looking to do at point guard.
Right.
Especially is when Elfrid Payton gets back, where you have
Okay.
Elfrid Payton, Julius Randle, or any competent point guard, and Julius Randle, Evan Fournier is an excellent compliment.
All right.
And then plus, he does have chemistry with Frank Ntilikina. They're the FIBA France starting backcourt. So
True.
there are some chemistry there. So Jay Boogie says the Bucks are on fire.
They won 7 in a row. Yep, they just walloped the Pacers last night.
Hey man.
No Greek freak though.
With no Greek freak, they wallop them.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. I think even though the Bucks are good, they won 7 in a row. They're 9-1 in their last 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's something to what we bring to the table against the Bucks. I'm not saying we're gonna win, because notice I said I think the Knicks will be 4-1 in these
And we
next 5
struggle in
games.
Milwaukee, and again, we're a good team, but lifetime we struggle in Milwaukee. So yeah.
Yeah. But you know what though? I think we can bring. I just don't. I think Milwaukee is a good team. Without the Greek freak though, I think we can beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because when we lost to Milwaukee first game out of the All-Star break, it was not a they were better than us scenario. It's the strategy. The strategy we came in with, the game strategy, was just whack. Right? Because our goal was to stop the Greek freak and make him facilitate.
Right.
And so he facilitated.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so their bench, they had 2 guys that wound up shooting 10 for 10 from 3. Bryn Forbes and DJ Augustine combined shot 10 for 10 from 3.
Okay.
Yeah, you just don't see that often.
Mm-hmm.
Bryn Forbes was 7 for 7. Right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so I don't see that. If that happens again, of course we're going to lose. Mm-hmm. Right? When you get when you get an unexpected 30 points from 2 guys that don't average 10 points a game each, you know what I'm saying? When they play above their heads, it's it's a recipe for disaster. We go out. The game plan for the Greek freak was okay. I think it's just those guys played out of their minds.
Right.
And shout out to them too for stepping up. So I'm not shading them. I'm saying I'm giving them credit. They legit played above their heads against us, and they beat us. So but I just don't expect Bryn Forbes to be 7 for 7 from 3 again.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. We also half game back of Charlotte, who just won in San Antonio last night. We're a game back of Atlanta and Miami. Atlanta choked away a 22-point lead in LA against the Clippers. Yep. And Miami's playing Phoenix tonight. So if you have to bet your money, I think the Knicks are going to be tied with the Heat when it's night's over. I think the Suns beat the Heat tonight, and I think we should beat the Wizards. All we have to do, rebound, make free throws. Okay, we missed 10 free throws last game. We got to make our free throws. Also, we got to rebound the ball. I know the Julius Randle situation, but people forget. If you watch that play, Shake Milton, when we were up by 1, the first he threw up a floater, they missed, and then Danny Green got the offensive board. If we rebound that ball at the
Right.
end, there is no Julius Randle situation.
Yep.
We would have won that game. So
Yep. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I agree with you. So, and I've been telling y'all this all year. Some teams have been getting. I'm gonna say, for the sake of argument, I'm gonna say lucky bounce. So teams have been getting lucky bounces against us, and that happens during the course of a season, right? Because you could say the Reggie Bullock play on Evan Fournier was a lucky break, a fortunate break.
It was, because what if Magic have scored? We don't know, but we had an opportunity.
Right. And it's Evan Fournier, who's a skilled offensive player.
Yeah, but he was about to pass it to Vucevic. He was about to pass it to Vucevic.
Right. So so teams have gotten lucky. Like say for instance, where you pointed out the Danny Green offensive rebound. Man, if you remember the Raptors game in Tampa, bro,
we got smacked.
They got a lot of offensive rebounds.
Offensive boards. We couldn't hit threes. We missed 20 straight threes for a span. It's like it was on New Year's Eve, by the way. It's like we couldn't rebound. We couldn't hit the three. Our transition D was not very good. And we were allowing Alex Lanovo people to stretch the floor. I'm like, what the heck is going on? It's like, it was ridiculous. It was kind of ridiculous. I know we've played better since then, but it's like, if we're going to, make the playoffs and do something there, we got to rebound, we got to hit threes, we got to execute, and we got to value possessions. Last game, we had 17 turnovers. We got to value possessions, and we got to make free throws.
Right. Oh my goodness, Casey and JoJo, we've been infiltrated by the Knicks at Night podcast.
Salute, man.
Good morning.
Morning.
How is everyone doing?
Good.
I came here because I'm a man of my word, and I said I wanted some smoke.
Oh Lord, here we go. Hey, Hoodie Cab, how you doing?
But I don't see any of the usual stuff.
Yeah, I started late, man. So I think it might be past. I started at 11, and usually we started at 8:45, so that's my fault. Took some medication last night when I got off with the Knicks at Night podcast. Took some medication, man. Overslept, couldn't get comfortable. Back was feeling all twisty. So yeah. So I'm starting a little late.
Like you sweat?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Okay.
Got feeling like you sweat. Got all twisted.
Yeah.
So I'm in the car. I'm on my way to Pet Boys right now.
Okay.
Oh, PG Tucker's a good move for Milwaukee. He can hit the three and he can defend, so that's a good move for Milwaukee. Sadly, they gave up DJ Augustine, so that's a big loss when it comes to their point guard play. But hey, they get another stretch four that can also defend.
Right. Oh, did they give up DJ Augustine, or did they give up
and DJ Wilson? They gave up DJ Augustine and DJ Wilson.
Oh, okay. So, Hoodie Cat, what kind of car is that you're in, man? That looks exotic. What kind of whip is that?
Exotic?
Yeah.
I don't know about exotic.
Yeah, you got the panoramic roof?
Technically, yes. Well, I have a sunroof and a moonroof.
Oh, okay. All right.
But this is a 2014 GMC Acadia.
Okay.
Nothing exciting.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Morris Chestnut.
Yep.
So Hoodie Cab. Let me just ask you this real quick before we get back to the next conversation. So how did everything go with the interview? Did you hear anything back?
So here's the thing. So sometimes you got to bring the fire to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want something, go out and get it.
Right.
So yesterday, I emailed him, the guy who I'm eventually going to be working for. I'm like, look, I'm a hot commodity, okay? everybody wants me because everyone knows I'm going to bring the fire to wherever I am. Because they're talking about, oh, we're going to wait. We have some other interviews lined up. I'm like, oh, really? How about I have other options lined up then, too?
Okay.
Like, you're my only option. So this morning, he gets at me like, oh, expect a phone call this morning if we can set something up.
Okay.
So mind you, here's a kicker, though. Me not hasting, me wanting to really, because I'm ready for that next step in my career.
Right.
I already applied to some other places. So tomorrow, Wednesday, I have 3 interviews at 3 different locations tomorrow.
Wow.
I'm gonna be a very busy man. I got one at 10, one at noon, and one at 2.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I'm like, please don't let anybody else call me because I can't fit another one. I can't fit another one in.
Wow.
It's like a game day. You got to get up for an interview. Like, you got to bring your A game on an interview. And it's like, do that 3 different times.
And you also got to be yourself. When you interview, you got to be yourself. You also got to talk confidently and just speak your mind.
One, if you know me, because I like to think all Knicks fans know me. Do you really think that I have issue with any of those things?
No, you're the egomaniac. Yeah, so you don't have an issue with being confident.
I'm coming in and telling her, look, I didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on me.
Okay.
I'm not really gonna say that, but
right.
I'm gonna exude that confidence.
Right.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna also make the best decision for me. But the middle job, the noon interview, is the job that I really, really, really want.
Nice.
They're all for manager positions because I'm not accepting anything less.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully tomorrow night I can probably come on and tell y'all a little something.
Okay. Well, good. We're excited about that, man. We're excited about the personal growth and
thank you for asking.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're excited. We really legit want to be there to cheerlead you on, man, and things that are going to be positive for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, want to make sure that we root for you.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
And Quiet Money says that I'm driving the company car, the Knicks at Night company car.
That's funny. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So yeah, man. So we have these games against the Wizards and the Bucks and the Heat and the
T-Wolves. Yeah.
Right. So we can leave this next 5-game stretch with a 4-1 record in the next 5 games.
Yeah.
Right. I am here to tell you that I think not only will we win those games, I think we will win those games if the Knicks front office brings in reinforcements. Right. If we leave this trade deadline buyout market scenario without backfilling the roster, I think we may not only lose to the Heat, but I think it might start the downward spiral for the rest of the season.
I mean, if you look at the schedule, I mean, the Mavericks at home in April, we may win that. We should beat the Pistons. The Raptors are in a free fall, so we should beat the Raptors twice. The Lakers, they won't have LeBron and AD, so I think we could win that.
Yep.
The Pelicans are all right. I think we may win at home, but I don't know if we're going to win in New Orleans. Then we got the Hornets without LaMelo. We might win that. And the Hawks is going to be tough, and I think we could beat the Bulls in April. So I don't think April's as horrible as you look at it. I thought it was horrible, but the more I look at that schedule, I'm like, okay, the Hornets don't have LaMelo Ball.
I was trying to tell you, right?
All right, the Raptors are a joke. They just lost to the Rockets, so they lost 20 games in a row. That's ridiculous.
Right.
The Lakers don't have LeBron and AD because LeBron has the high ankle sprain, AD has the calf strain, and the Pelicans twice. I think we may win at home. In New Orleans, who knows? And I don't see us being the Suns, so that's not going to happen. So it's like the Mavericks, we may win one at home. In Dallas, who knows? So I think this team's going to be fine by April. So yeah, you were right, man. I was wrong.
Yeah, well.
So here's my job. here's my job, Breezy, if you don't mind, because I'm the kind of person that I'm gonna bring everybody back down to earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've always alluded to the point that I believe that this team is going to make the playoffs, right? But what I will not do is I'm not going to go down the schedule and say we're going to beat this team, this team, and this team. This team lost to a team that had Damian Dotson as their starting point guard.
Oh, yeah, we lost to the Cavs, yeah.
This is a team they came one floater short of losing.
That's the Matrix. The Matrix got you, hoodie Cav.
Cav, your mic.
What's going on?
The Matrix got you. The Matrix.
Yeah, you got stagnant. You
were breaking up.
As you were saying, man.
But yeah, this team had was one Carl Anthony Towns jumper away from losing to the Timberwolves. This
Potentially.
is a team that was an Evan Fournier turnover away from losing to the Orlando Magic, right? So when we get ahead of ourselves and we say we're going to beat this team, this team, this team, and then we lose to this team, we come on here and we get all mad and salty and want to give every excuse and reason.
No, I don't make
why
excuses.
we lost this team that we thought we should.
I don't make excuses.
Oh,
I said we lost. Bad loss. No, I won't. What excuse did I make?
I didn't say you. Listen to what I'm saying. I said Knicks fans. Unless you're counting for every single Knicks fan, I'm not talking about you in general. But there will be plenty of people who will come in here and say, well, we lost because this, we should have beat this team. It's like, well, maybe we should also stay in our lane too sometimes.
Right.
Dominic, what's good, man?
What's good?
We're going to beat this team, and this team.
No, I'm not guaranteeing wins. I'm just assuming, and I said we should. I mean, I don't see us winning in Brooklyn. April 5th, I doubt we win in Brooklyn. All right, let's be honest. Then we're at Boston. That's a 50-50 game. All right, Boston, they're in the free fall. You're inconsistent. Who knows in that game? But the Lakers without LeBron and AD, the Wolves, the Wizards, the Raptors who are playing like garbage. I said we should win those games, but you do have a point, Kev. Anything can happen because in the regular season, you have one slip up, you're in trouble. You have a point, man. I'm just saying I think we will win those games. That's what I'm saying. I think this team's going to make a move by the deadline. I think they're going to fix their problems, and I think they're going to play with much more spirit and much more consistency like we have. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying we're going to win every game. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that you also have to understand some of those teams, we don't know where they're going to be in the standings, though. The Lakers, I assume they're probably going to start slipping up without LeBron and AD. I assume that. Also, I assume that, the Raptors, we don't know if they're probably going to trade Kyle Lowry and Norman Powell. So they may start tanking at this point. They might. So it's like those are things why I think we can get those games. I'm not guaranteeing wins because, like I said, in the regular season, anything could happen. But I think that the Knicks will make a move by the deadline or buyout, like what Uncle Freezy says. And I think that will make our team stronger, in which I think we can take advantage of the schedule.
From all reports, the Knicks don't want to break up their chemistry because they love Reggie Bullock and Alec Burks so much.
Oh, boy.
No, we're keeping Kevin Knox because Kevin Knox is about the chemistry also.
Get rid of I don't know why the team wants to keep certain players that don't do anything. Like
they love them some Reggie Bullock and Alec Burks, so they're not going to make any moves because they love.
That's true, man. That's true. But here's my point about that. Can I get my thoughts on that game today between the Knicks and Wizards?
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
So my thoughts on that game. Like, I know the Wizards haven't been that good, but honestly, I think that game could be a 50-50. I think the Knicks might win that game 127 to 122. I think that might be the final score for that game, but we'll see how it goes. It might be 50-50 for the Knicks.
I'm feeling you because I don't think the Wizards are going to come in and lay down.
True.
And I think this is a situation where Bradley Beal is going to look to showcase himself.
Yeah.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Right. And because and is this game in Washington or New York?
New York twice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This is Bradley Beal in the Garden. Yeah. I think this is Bradley Beal's going to try to go off for 50 on us. You know what I'm saying? To showcase himself in front of because if he goes off for 50 in the Garden, see, going off in 50 in the Garden is different than going off for 50 in Memphis, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So Bradley Beal going off, man, will force teams to look at acquiring this cat, right?
Right.
But at the same time, they're playing because because they want to be competitive. But we need this win in order to maintain our hopes for the playoffs. The playoffs are important to us. The Wizards are not making it. So they want to win because of being competitive. We want to win because we have a goal at the end of the season that we're trying to get to.
That's true, Uncle Freezy. And honestly, hey, what's up, Uncle Shop? Salute, man.
Chop low.
Salute, Chop.
Yeah. Anyway, I just want to say something. Who do you think? Do you think we're gonna get Lonzo Ball? The Knicks? Do you think they're gonna get Lonzo Ball during the trade deadline? Uncle Freezy, do you think they're gonna get him?
No.
Yo, let me say something real quick.
Sorry, man.
I have G Money, Haduka Sharon, and Dominic on the screen at the same time. That's crazy. What's good? I have all three on the screen at the same time. This is like the surprise of the day right here. This is like the surprise of the day. Man, hey, so G Money, I ain't mean to cut you off, man. I just got
it's all right.
I got all three of y'all on at the same time. And usually it's like one of y'all or maybe two, a combination of the two of y'all. But to have all three on at the same time is bananas. Hey, chat, throw thumbs up in the chat for this right now. This is an event right here. Hey, chat, if y'all watching, throw some thumbs up in the chat. Because I got Haduka Sharon, Dominic, and G Money in the video chat at the same time.
And Chop just left.
And Chop probably Chop, he'll be back.
Oh.
Probably.
Yo, y'all throw some thumbs up in the chat, man. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love. Show these cats some love, man. Show some love.
Man. That's true.
Thumbs up in the chat, man. For these young folks. Chop low was good.
Yo, Chop. What do you think of my shirt, by the way, Uncle Freezy? It's a baseball team playing the Cardinals today. Spring training. I'm nervous, man. Oh, okay. Good luck to you in the regular season, Uncle Freezy.
Yeah, I've been a Mets fan since 1970. I'm gonna say officially since 1975 or so.
I've been a Nationals fan since 2013.
Wow.
And I'm hoping we can beat the Cardinals in a spring training game today. I'm pretty nervous. I think that's going to be 50-50 between those two teams.
Yeah. Hey, so the virtual chat is showing y'all mad love. What's good? Hey, Haduka Sharon, what's good, man? How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. I just got off of class. Been listening to you guys. I was waiting for the 8:45 because that's basically when I start class. I thought it wasn't gonna happen, but I'm glad that you still fought out to
Yeah.
True. Yeah. And someone said in the live stream chat that Dominic needs to stop wearing that national shirt. We Mets fans don't like it. Honestly, I respect your opinion, but Nationals, baby. 2019 World Series champs. Hopefully we can do it again this year.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. I think one is enough.
By the way, you remember how we were talking about DeRozan yesterday?
Yep.
The reports just came out that the Spurs have made it clear that he's available.
You could get him by deadline. Who knows? That'd be great.
In the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Hey. So G Money. This is what I wanted. So Dominic asked about Lonzo Ball. So what I'm thinking is we won't get Lonzo, right? But we have an amount of resources that we're looking to spend. So we
Okay.
may not spend it all on Lonzo Ball. We may bargain shop. We may pick up some names that are unexpected that will
Right.
surprise you. That will surprise you, right? Like for instance,
True.
I think the Knicks may acquire Laurie Markkinen. Now hold on before y'all get too excited. Laurie Markkinen, Evan Fournier, right? You add those guys to our rotation. Now you push Reggie Bullock and Alec Burks back some, and in the rotation, and then you add a DeMar DeRozan, and now you've acquired DeMar DeRozan, Evan Fournier, and Laurie Markkinen. And while those names don't excite you, while it's not a Lonzo Ball or Bradley Beal or Zach LaVine
Or
or
Westbrook.
or Westbrook or somebody like that, I'm here to tell you that those guys in your rotation will make this team a top 4, maybe if we have time, maybe pushing for that 3 spot because DeMar DeRozan can defend, right?
That's true. Uncle
Evan
Breezy.
Fournier can facilitate, right?
True.
Take the playmaking duties, lighten the playmaking duties on Julius Randle, right? And Laurie Markkinen can flat out stroke the 3.
Same thing with Fournier. Fournier can hit 3. DeRozan could occasionally hit a 3.
Right.
Lowry can hit a 3. Yeah.
Right, but you know what DeRozan brings? Years and years and years and years of playoff experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So and so what that does is it keeps your young core of R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle intact. It takes the pressure off guys like Emmanuel Quickly,
Right.
who would become our version of Shake Milton for the Sixers. You know what Shake Milton does for the Sixers? When he comes in the game,
penetrate. Yeah.
He's like Alec Burks.
Yeah. It's like Shake Milton has no pressure because Ben Simmons plays in front of him. So he has no pressure. He just comes in the game and just looks to shoot where he had the opportunity. Right? If you add those guys, and I know that sounds like a lot, but it's like, do you legit go buy a Lamborghini? Do you go buy a Lamborghini, or do you buy 3 BMWs? And so I think they're going to buy 3 BMWs. I don't see them doing a major trade just because of it'll take too long for the chemistry to develop for you to make your playoff run. And if you make a big move and miss the playoffs, now you've wasted assets, and you don't want to do that.
So I was listening. I sent you this last night. So there was like this thing on Twitter. It's like a space or whatever, and it was like Woj was in there, Bobby Marks and Brian Windhorst, and they were like talking about the trade deadline late at night. And there was like 1,000 people in there, but they were talking about it, and they were saying how Norvell Powell is becoming.
You mean Norman Powell?
Oh yeah, Norman Powell.
Yeah,
is becoming more talked about, and the Knicks could make a swing at it. They don't really know, but they made a point that you wouldn't have to give a first-round pick for him. He thinks that the Detroit pick would be a good pick to get because it's valuable.
Right.
And also they were talking about how much Victor Oladipo is like. Their asking price is really high. They were saying how Miami is probably the front runner, and the Knicks could be a part of it, but they're not really willing to give assets. It says that New York have an interest in using their 15 mil cap space to facilitate deals as a third team, but they don't really want to use draft picks too much.
I don't want Victor Oladipo.
Which makes me think that they're not going to make any major trades at all.
Right.
Only long-term deals with like other players, like smaller tier players.
So how do you feel about I'm gonna just throw this out there just to get a feeling for let me do this. What's my guy? Yeah, so Fournier and Powell would look nice with the Knicks. Yep. And hey, Ismail Rivas, what's good, brother? Hey, so what do you think is the most attainable asset based on that strategy? Based on what you've heard or read, let's say over the past few days, what player do you think is the most desirable and attainable, based on the shopping constraints that we have placed on us.
Which player do you think would be more valuable? That's what you're saying?
Oh, and attainable. Like, who do we value the most based on those parameters?
I say between either Lonzo or Powell. That's my guess. Between Lonzo or Powell. Cause Fournier here and there, but I think
I can't touch that.
Would be between Lonzo or Powell. That's my guess.
Okay.
So, I just listened to something, and it was like on ESPN, you know, like where Stephen A. Smith and stuff, and Magic Johnson was on there just now, and he was preaching for the New York Knicks to go for Lonzo, which I found interesting. And I think a lot of people think that's like a good place for him to go because he is a good fit on mainly every team because mainly every team needs a player like Lonzo.
Yeah.
He's a good defender, good shooter at the guard position. He could change shooting guard, point guard.
He's unselfish. He will share the ball.
Very unselfish.
Yep.
And the thing is, on the Pelicans, he plays alongside Eric Bledsoe, and he doesn't really make as much as he could because he definitely could average a lot more assists and stuff like that. But I definitely think that from what I heard yesterday from that thing on Twitter that they said that everyone is basically like just overpricing them right now to hear what the offers are. And he was saying that people are like, there's not like the front office, but like their second people are talking to the other second people. And like the third people are talking to the third people, like with the bad deals. Cause they feel embarrassed to tell them about like the bad trades they have.
Right.
So people are trying to find the cheapest way to get players right now.
Right.
And that's why it's a little slow, but he expects everything to come out on Thursday.
Right. And I'm not.
Yo, G Money, salute.
I think I won't lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. I think that's the best strategy. Right. Like instead of Leon Rose talking to another team president, I would prefer for the assistant GMs to be on the phone calling another assistant GM to get a feel for what they're asking for.
Exactly.
And what they're going to say is, for this brand new Honda Civic, you know, we want $50,000. We're like, man, we ain't paying no $50,000 for no brand new Honda Civic. Are you serious? You know, but he's like, and they'll say, but the Honda Civic is available. And so what it does is it opens up the negotiation window. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we ain't paying $50,000. You know, for no Honda Civic, when we know we can get it for under 20, and you can't knock them for saying for asking that, because if they can get it, you know what I'm saying, it's a smart play. But what I'm saying is don't be surprised to see the Knicks end up with a Lauri Markkanen or
wait. Oh.
Chop, I know you were surprised to hear me say that. I understand that.
Because you said DeRozan yesterday, and then Hadouken just brought it up.
Yeah, I was thinking about it before I got on about it, and then it just randomly popped up right when I joined on Twitter.
Right, I'm telling you, man, the Knicks are gonna make a move, and I think to me the one clear move is a wingman that can facilitate. Right. Whether it's DeRozan or Evan Fournier. I think that may be what they're looking for. Like, because RJ is not the playmaker yet, because the skills are there, but the willingness is not there. You know what I'm saying?
How old is Fournier, Uncle Freezy? How old is he though?
Oh man, is he like 30?
I think he's like 20.
Right.
Like
he's 28.
28.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still a little fresh then.
Yeah, and he's a free agent after the season, so we can give up something small for him. And if we like what he does, we can re-sign him. If we don't like what he does, we can let him walk.
You gotta say with the French accent. You gotta say Fournier.
Fournier. Yo, Eddie C, what's good? It's good to see you, brother.
What's up, bro?
Salute.
Everybody doing? Salute to the panel.
Yeah, man. So we got Ed.
Hey, salute to the chat too. Hey, Bodega Wi-Fi's in the building.
In the building.
Yep. So Eddie C. So what do you think the Knicks are gonna do, man? What do you think we're gonna do? Fight or run?
I like the Norman Powell discussion. I'm not so sure that we'll be able to get him with just the second round pick or even Frank. I think they're going to ask for a little bit more. But I mean, I like that pickup. You know, he's about 6'3". He can play a little defense. He can shoot the ball. He's athletic. For some reason, I'm kind of looking forward to a Oladipo, but on the cheap. And I don't think that that Houston, they're trying to play hardball. Listening to what Hadouken was saying, you know, it kind of like seems that the Knicks will be in the ballpark of facilitating more than trading for Oladipo. I just think that the connection between Perry and Oladipo was strong, so that maybe they can make a push for him. But I'm not so sure now. Besides that, I'm not too high on the Fournier or the Fournier deal. I heard something about Boston asking for Aaron Gordon and Fournier in a package deal,
right?
For some picks and some other players. I don't know who else is out there. The Lonzo Ball situation. I don't know about the Lonzo Ball situation. I'm not really a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm in the minority. There's a lot of people that want to get him. A lot of people a lot of people in the know would like to get him. So I don't know how strong my intuitions are with Lonzo, but I'm not really high on Lonzo. Can you guys see me fine and everything? I seem like
yo, you look good. You look like Ebro from Hot 97.
Everybody tells me that, Chop. Yo, everybody. That's my.
I want to throw this out to Malcolm Brogdon. Like I heard Indiana may trade Malcolm Brogdon
and Sabonis.
Why
Sabonis too?
Indiana? That's
It's
stupid. You gonna trade your best player?
Sabonis?
Wow.
I mean, they are 19 and 23.
Doesn't matter though. You still have a shot to make the playoffs if you're Indiana.
I know that, but I feel like they might need to change something there. They need a fix on that team. I mean, T.J. Warren is out, but T.J. Warren can do so much for them. They got like 30 balled by the Bucks with having all their players besides.
Without Great Freak, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like insane. They need to do something. So I mean, I
had to step out for a bit. I don't know. My screen froze and it just looked funny.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get traded though. Like Sabonis is like, I don't think they would trade at all. But it says he's being monitored. But they said that Malcolm Brogdon and him are being monitored. I feel like Brogdon would be more likely to go though than Sabonis.
Yeah.
Can somebody tell me why Indiana's trying to blow that team up? What's going on? Like, why are they like putting all these names?
They're underachieving really badly. That's why.
Yeah.
Because they were like I don't know what seed they were last year.
They were like they were the number 4 seed.
4 or 5 because they versus the Heat. They were like right next to each other. Yeah, they gotta do something there.
Can that be coaching? Because I mean, the team to me, the team looks legit, and the team. I heard somebody saying that Miles Turner and the Sabonis don't fit. I think they fit perfectly. I mean, why would the Knicks want him? I mean, me personally, I would love to have Miles Turner because of the fit next to Julius. Somebody that
could block shots and can stretch that floor. Yeah,
he could block shots. He could stretch the floor. You know, I mean, he's not the perfect player. He's not
Turner's
the perfect
held
player.
back by Sabonis. That's what some people say.
So wait, let me ask you guys a question though. You rather Miles Turner over Andre Drummond?
That's tough. Because here's the thing, Drummond
he could shoot, I would say, out and block shots. He's leading he's top 5 in defensive and DPOY, and he's like one of the only. He has like 10 5-block games this year.
Well, my only deal with Miles Turner is I don't like dudes that are 7 foot tall that only get you 6 rebounds a game.
He can't rebound. Yeah, he can't rebound.
That's the thing. That's the thing that bothers me.
I think a lot of that has to do because he hangs around the perimeter a lot on the offense.
True.
So he doesn't get many offensive rebounds. So most of those rebounds are defensive rebounds. Right. And I think that we're okay in that aspect, having Julius who's a rebounder, having RJ who's a rebounder. So I think that'll actually work.
Right.
And last game, I think it was versus the Heat. Miles Turner got 2 clutch blocks at crunch time. Like right in the last play, he got like 2 crazy blocks like within 5 seconds. Saved the game.
And Miles Turner, he could have hit the mid range, right? He could shoot.
Yeah, I've been
Oh
a
yeah,
fan
he's a
of
great
him,
shooter. I think
like
he's a
even
great
when he
shooter.
got injured. I've been a fan of him, and then I think he is being held back in a way though by Sabonis. I can see what a lot of people are saying.
Well, it's that same situation where you can look at Laurie Markkinen and Wendell Carter Jr. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's the same situation.
but they're
And
both injury prone. That's the thing about them.
well, yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
Yeah,
That's true too. But the thing is if you bring a Miles Turner here, you already have a Julius Randle. Would it be the same situation where you have two bigs that can't coexist?
I agree.
You know, I would much rather um just keep the center rotation of Julius. I mean, keep the center rotation of Mitchell Robinson and Nerlens Noel, and get more scoring. And so here's the thing: the reason why we lose a lot of games is because we come out flat without scoring in the first quarter, and
Yep.
then we have to spend so much energy catching up during the
Mhm.
game. And what people will see, like at the end of the game, they'll see the box score and say, well, Julius played 46 minutes or whatever, 41 minutes. But all minutes are not the same. You know, like some
Yeah,
minutes are legit, you're grinding at a 100% energy to catch up to a team versus,
because
say,
you
a
start
Greek
slow a
freak.
lot.
Yeah. So, say, versus a Greek freak that plays 35 minutes. And a lot of that is just 20 minutes of grinding and
Mhm.
15 minutes of coasting. There's a difference, right? Because if
Mhm.
you have the Greek freak has a supporting cast where he doesn't have to grind to play all out 100% for all 35 of his minutes, right? But Julius Randle, the Knicks come out slow. Julius Randle's got to grind, play 100%, max capacity until we catch up. You know, it's the reason why he looks exhausted at the end of games.
And that being said, remember they won without how many points they won by Milwaukee Bucks without uh
30 something.
27.
That's
without the
insane.
Greek
That's
freak.
actually like sad.
Yes.
That's sad.
Yeah,
Like with your whole team and like whole team without TJ Warren.
right, right.
And by the way, Mitchell Robinson, he took treatment for his ankle, so he will be playing. He said.
Thank
Okay.
'Cause
God.
I was worried about it before because he got injured right away.
Yeah.
Hadouken, you
Yeah.
see, I said this on MBK in the Knicks preview for the game. I said, listen, we need to keep him out, right? I don't want him to get hurt again.
Yeah, I had a worry before the game that something might happen. I don't know. I just felt like it was a bad time to return that day.
Right.
But I think he's fine now.
Right. Don't rush him back.
Right. Right. But you know what though? When it comes to these players, dog, they want to play.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And especially after you've been out for so long, Chop.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know what I'm
blame
saying?
him at all.
Yeah, yeah. My man just wants to play. It's kind of how I felt this morning. Like you know, no lie, I'm not an NBA player, right? But I did the Knicks at Night podcast last night, right? And I got doped up on medicine to try to
I
ease
know.
this
I'm
back
sorry.
pain, right? And then I overslept, and I could have easily have said, you know what? I'll just catch the Knicks at Night podcast tonight. But man, I want to play. That's the reason why I jumped on with the Knicks want to drive later, as opposed to just skipping. I don't want to skip days. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I want the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting to be on with y'all and kicking it and talking Knicks. So I understand what Mitchell Robinson is, where you get injured and you want to come out and you want to play. You know what I'm saying? It's the same feeling I had this morning. I was like, oh snap! I can't believe it's such and such time. I got to jump on. So I did. I jumped up. I redid the intro. If you notice, the intro is different, Chop. So
You
so
ran it
the
longer. I heard everybody.
right,
Mhm.
right. And then at the same time too, you know what I'm saying? I took that whack template off and put some Knicks One and Drive stuff up there. So it's you know what it is. So
Is that
you know
is
you,
that why Kevin Dub is hating? Listen, I try to jump on, but I was interacting with so much people, and Mama, she cursed me out. Like, oh, it's okay. I love it when she do that. Yeah, I'm not
right,
buying teddy bears like you, so I'm gonna
right,
buy some other stuff.
right.
Yeah, but I saw you was talking about they hating on the KMD.
Right. So it's kind of
I
weird.
missed that conversation.
It's kind of odd in a sense where like Eddie C can attest to this. So because he's been on the Knicks at Night podcast a few
Hmm.
times,
Hmm.
right? So what happens is y'all know the Knicks at Night podcast is my baby. right? We started out with that when we were on Knicks Twitter. And I know I tell this story seems like every week, but we were on Knicks Twitter. I was like, yo, let's just take this conversation, you know what I'm saying? Take it to YouTube or Sportscaster, and we can legit chop it up every day. We can see each other and we can get like a real feel for what it is. And Chuck B and the dude was like, nah, that'll never work. I was like, bro, I promise you, it'll work. It'll work. And so you know, we were honing the Knicks at Night podcast, just like knocking off all the loose edges, refining it, you know what I'm saying? Teaching people how to be in a video chat. Because what happens is when you jump on a video chat and you have something that you want to talk about, sometimes you don't have the patience enough to allow somebody else to finish their point before you cut them off just to say what you had to say. And so what we want to do is let people know we're gonna be on here for a while, man. You ain't gotta do so. We like refining and trying to teach people how to moderate. Like say for instance those that want to come on and be on, like how to moderate, like how to introduce a topic, how to let one person go. And so we doing all of that stuff, right? And so we get a group of people on the Knicks at Night podcast. It's like a team now, right? But then when we did the Knicks Morning Drive, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to do the same thing for the Knicks Morning Drive. And it seems as if the Knicks at Night podcast crew got a little jelly. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, you showing all that love to Team KMD? What about us? And I'm like, yo, what? This is crazy to me. Right? You want both to be successful. It's all about the Knicks fans. But there is a legit split. Like it's Team KMD, and then it's the Knicks at Night podcast. And so they legit are like, you know, yo, Uncle Freezy, you showing mad love to Team KMD. What's good? And so I'm like, man, nah, what's really good?
Yeah, because tell Kevin Wright, listen, tricks are for kids, right? You know, them cereals he be eating them. Tricks are for kids.
Right. And so I don't want like some beef. If it's playful banter or whatever, if we just jiving, then okay. But nah, man, I ain't want no civil war. That ain't what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, because if it's a civil war, listen, Kevin Wright is gonna leave. Like he be leaving. The last 3 shows I saw. Oh, I'm out. He just leave. Yeah. We don't want no temper tantrum. We're gonna agree to disagree. Like my man says, or Ron, salute him on Ron Cleveland's podcast. You know what I'm saying, Tim? Right. Yeah, we're gonna agree to disagree. This is what the morning show is about.
Right.
We so passionate more than you guys at night. It's lit. I saw Quiet Money was in here. Right. Kevin Wright was in here, and I tried to get on, and then I missed him. Where you at?
Oh,
KMD wow. Till I'm deceased. You're.
I didn't even know. I didn't even think it was a thing. I mean, I mean, sometimes I can't get on in the morning drive. Today's my day off, so I decided to jump on. But most of the times, I'm in the Knicks at Night podcast because I'm working late doing my games, and you know, I just chime in a little bit. You know, have some conversation with you guys, and that's about it. But you know, I generally like both shows.
Right, me too.
It just depends. Depends what's your time. You know what I'm saying? What time you can do it.
Right. Yeah. It depends on what you can do personally based on your schedule. But Eric G was talking mad greasy last night about Team KMD. You know what I'm saying? He was talking, and I know he was playing. I know he was messing around. You know what I'm saying? But he was talking greasy about how. I think he said the Knicks at Night podcast folks are smarter or something.
And are they? Did your boy IG and Free Keith break off and start doing their own thing, or is it like a family thing?
Eric G is in the building.
Nah.
What up, Chop?
It's a
what up, Papa? I'll be right back. I'm gonna help her unload some bags out the car. Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay. Nah, those guys, it's a conflict of schedule. They just got other stuff. You know how it is behind the scenes, man. It's like, you know, when your office open back up instead of working from home, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got to do something. Yeah, so it ain't nothing like that. So, yeah, those dudes, man, I talk to them frequently, man. Free Keith was on here. Yes. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, Free Keith was on yesterday. And so GI, man, I got to get up with GI and you know, see what's check and make sure what's good. but he's passionate, man. He be pushing me. You know what I'm saying, to be the best version of myself. So Eric G, what's good? Look like you tired, bro. What's
Never.
good?
I've been up since 6:30 this morning.
Bam.
Listen, at 8:45, I was waiting for a notification, but you weren't on. I was like, all right, I'm waiting.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry I missed
Listen,
it, man. I took some medicine, man, and overslept.
you were out.
Yeah.
Listen, next morning drive, I got nothing but love for y'all. We a family. This is a family. But Freeze was trying to rally the troops. He was trying to start something. Don't let him talk different now. It's all love. I got love for y'all. We all want the same things.
To be honest with you, you didn't use that same tone last night.
But I'm ready for whatever. But that's all love. I want to come in here and be a part of it. All of it.
Man.
Morning, nights. It's all love. It don't gotta be like that. It don't gotta be separate.
Nah.
Freezy wanted it to be
No,
a
I don't.
war.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Man. I'm listen, man. What I want is for Knicks fans that legit have a platform to come on and speak their mind at night and in the morning, because you don't get that. You legit. And I'm gonna be real, and this is no shade at other Knicks content creators, right? Because we all do it differently, right? My goal is to have cats like Hadouk and Sharon and others come on and speak their mind freely in a place that's safe, judgment free, where they can just legit talk about their Knicks fandom, right? So we can legit chop it up with other Knicks fans across, not only across the state, but across the country, maybe across the world. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So we can legit come and chop. It's like them conversations we having in the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Except you ain't got to leave after your haircut. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I've been wanting. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why we do it, because I was doing it on Twitter. We was talking so much. Joe Button was in our Twitter thread, and he was like, "Yo, can y'all please get me out of here? Y'all talk Knicks too much." Joe Button was like, "Yo, please get me out of here." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, yeah, we gotta graduate. We gotta move on to something different. And so this is where we are with it. So, but Eric G, listen, what are we gonna do? It's Tuesday, right?
Yes.
What are we gonna do?
Hopefully win tonight, and really we got tomorrow to kind of something got to happen. And I heard Indiana's looking to move Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, they're monitoring him. People are monitoring him and Sabonis.
Man,
that's crazy. That seems so crazy to me. I don't get that, man.
It's because when a team, you know how it is, man. As soon as a team
has so much talent on paper,
they bring in a new coach. They got a new coach. They got rid of Oladipo.
I mean, that's my point exactly. Like, they got a brand new coach who has never had experience before. I think he was under whoever
Toronto's assistant.
Right.
Okay. He was Toronto's assistant. He's just coming in. These players are veteran players. They're not rookies. All these guys are veteran players. You know, Sabonis is 24. He's been in the league about 4 or 5 years already. Miles Turner, the same deal. I mean, I don't get it, man. Unless you're giving me a top 10 pick for Sabonis, I'm not moving him.
Right.
Yeah, he might be the guy that I won't move at all. But the other ones, I think you could replace those guys.
I mean, Brogdon. I mean, what's the deal with Brogdon? What is he? A little bit injury prone. I mean, I can see the injury. I could see the injury coming up. He's probably a little bit older, but he's not that much older. How old is Brogdon? Like 27, 28?
Nah, not even.
I think he's around there. Let me go check on that real quick.
He's probably like 25, 26.
No, he's 28.
He's 28?
Yeah, no, but he came in as a senior, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, he came in as a senior? Because I know he won Rookie of the Year.
He's 28 years old. He's 28 years old. I mean,
you can understand why they'll move him.
There'll be a lot of people killing for this kid, man. But his injury history does give you something to think about when you're trading for somebody like that. Like, I'm against trading for injury-prone players. That's why I don't know. Lonzo's not on my high list. You know, just people that have had certain types of injuries, like meniscus injuries and things of that sort. Like, I'm not really. And it was so sad what happened to his brother, man. Him breaking his wrist, that was crazy, man. Like, I mean, it was good for us. It's good for us. It's good for the Knicks.
Very good for us.
It's very good for us. But you know,
I'm
he's
all
kind of like
for.
becoming one of my favorite players to
Last
watch.
game.
I'm all
And
for Lonzo, actually.
So if
I
we,
knew, when he was gonna come out. Everybody was like, he's gonna be a bust. Raw Hebrew was like, yo, I'm 50-50 on him. And I'm like, yo, man, I don't know what you're talking about. This kid's gonna be a stud.
right.
And he turned that, I want to say program because he's so young. He turned that Charlotte Hornets team around, and they were looking fire.
He's doing
Yeah,
exactly.
they had a little run.
Yeah.
Him, Miles Bridges, you had Gordon Hayward there on the side. All they needed was a legit center. Even a Montrezl Harrell, even somebody like a Montrezl Harrell would do wonders for that team.
He's another guy that the Lakers are listening to too, for offers.
Yeah, the Lakers did.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. If we can get a Malcolm Brogdon, our point guard situation is solved for the next 2 to 3 years. Right.
The thing about the only thing about with Malcolm Brogdon, and you know, I think the Knicks' issue really, besides the shooting, you know, is the pace. We have a problem with pace,
Right.
and we run a lot of half court where guys are to get to score is a difficult. Everything's work, hard work. There's no easy baskets. So Brogdon doesn't really provide this team with that necessary movement. He doesn't. He likes to slow down the game. He's a half court guy. He doesn't run the floor. We have those guys. Lonzo runs the floor. He's younger. He fits the mold of this team. A younger guy who is a veteran. He's been in the league for a couple years now. So he knows how to run the floor. He knows how to put guys in a position to get easy baskets, and that's what is going to win down the road. And that's what, if you get in the playoffs, where you can make some noise, easy baskets, getting shooters open.
So
Lonzo does
Gene,
that
let me
the
ask
best.
you. Let me ask you a question. Now, put on like your managerial hat on. Put
Yo,
on your managerial.
I'm gonna go take some pill right quick. I'll be right back, y'all.
All right. So put on your managerial hat on. Okay. If we can't trade for Lonzo, like let's say the value for trading for Lonzo is high and it's going to cost us a couple of first round picks and I don't know, put whoever you want there, Mitchell Robinson out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I think that's a little high. Okay, just putting that on the side. If you had to sign him, you're going to overpay because he's a restricted free agent, right? So you have to put some sort of deal, not a poison pill deal, right? Because I've heard this and I agree. Organizations don't like that. When you give poison pill deals to their players, you know, it kind of like can mess up communication between those players for future trades. But let's say you give them a deal that's good enough where you think the Pelicans won't match. Again, putting on your managerial hat, you're comfortable overpaying for Lonzo Ball, who's just having half of a good season this year, because he's having a good season this year. But it's only half, right? It's only like 40-something games. And you're overpaying this player, let's say 19 million. Let's say it's 19, right? Because everybody puts out 17, 18. Let's say you had to pay 19 million a year for 4 years to get Lonzo Ball. So that's almost 80 million. That's a 4-year, $76 million deal.
76 million, okay.
You're okay. You're okay with doing that. You're okay with doing that and taking out a quarter of your cap room to sign
Allocating it for him. Yes.
For the next
4 years. I'm okay with that. So this is my thing too. New Orleans is not keeping him. Doesn't matter. He's restricted. The only way they're gonna match the offer sheet is if they want to get compensation back to do a sign and trade. But they've already are not going to keep him because they're backlogged on the guard position. They have Bledsoe signed for a couple years. They have that kid Alexander. They got the young kid
Kyra Lewis.
Yep, they drafted him. So I mean, they have that, and they don't need a primary ball handler. That offense is not primary ball handler. They have 4 guys who come down the court. They got Ingram, who likes to bring the ball down. They have Zion that brings the ball down. Bledsoe brings the ball down. Lonzo brings the ball down. Hart, when he's in, brings the ball down. The only guy who don't bring the ball down is Steven Adams. But besides that, all these guys run the offense. They're all primary ball handlers. So you really don't use Lonzo the way he should be used anyway. The only reason they're going to keep him restricted if they don't move him this year is to get compensation back. They'll match the offer and say, okay, listen, now we'll do a sign and trade. We'll trade you to that team that gave you the offer, and they can give us compensation back, so we can not just lose you for free. That's the only reason why they'll even match that offer. So they already have to. They don't have enough money to do that, to make that deal in New Orleans, because they got to play Zion probably over the next 2 years. They're already Brandon Ingram's paid, Bledsoe's paid. Adams is getting big money, so you really don't have that flexibility. The Knicks will, and the cap will continue to grow, the space as the new TV deals come in and stuff like that. So, I mean, I would do it because he's young, part of a young nucleus that we could continue to build. I'm not saying he's the star of what the Knicks' future is, but he can be a big part of getting a star player here and putting guys who are here in a position to be successful and efficient offensively. And he plays defense. He's a Tom Thibodeau guy.
What I would say, I agree with those points that you're talking about on the Pelican side. Starting from the Pelican side. Okay, they've been using him a lot as a 2 because he's 6'6". He can guard a 2 guard. They've been using him off the ball a lot. So if you really want to look at it as if, okay, we're gonna from now on, we're going to start Bledsoe at the point, and we're going to back him up with Kyra. You still have somebody, because tell me who the 2 guard in New Orleans is. JJ Redick?
You could bring in you can bring in Hart.
Okay, Hart is another piece that might, they have some decisions to make. But it doesn't have to be made. It doesn't have to be made this year, trade deadline. It doesn't have to be made even next year. It could be made within the next year's trade deadline to the end of next year, because you say that they have Eric Bledsoe. He has 3 years on his contract. Next year he's going to have 2 years on his contract. Maybe there's a package for Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe is somebody who's not. I mean, me personally, I would like Eric Bledsoe. I'll
pay Lonzo for the amount that Eric Bledsoe is getting right now.
Okay, but like next year when Bledsoe has 2 years left on his deal, maybe that's when I can strike on the Eric Bledsoe on the cheap, because if New Orleans then sign Lonzo, then they do have to make some maneuvering. Okay, JJ Redick is not going to be there, so maybe Eric Bledsoe is somebody that could slip through the cracks. Another person that they can, to alleviate some of the cap relief that they have, is the center, Steven Adams. He's a player that has some value, I believe, in the league, and there'd be some people that would love to take him on. Somebody off the top of my head, maybe a Golden State Warriors would like to take him on. I think he would look very beautiful in that team, sort of the way Andrew Bogut looked when they had him. A better Andrew Bogut, be it that, because Steven Adams is young. I mean, Steven Adams is only around 24 years old, man. Let me check that up real quick.
I think he's like 26 or 27, but he's a young guy.
He's 27. He's 27.
Yeah.
He's 27, but he looks older than he is, right? He's not.
Yeah, I mean, he's still young. I mean, I like Steven Adams. But
I believe Josh Hart is an unrestricted free agent. So I don't know. Maybe Josh Hart is somebody that they move in this trade deadline. Maybe it's somebody that they move in this trade deadline, get a couple of picks back, things like that. So, he's somebody probably that you can look at as being somebody that's gone. So then now you're opening up space. So now Josh Hart is not there. Now maybe Eric Bledsoe is not there. So then that leads me to the point where maybe they do match Lonzo Ball's contract, and then they do keep him in the fold. So it's not a done deal that, everybody think it's like a done deal that they want to get rid of the guy. I don't think they want to get rid of the guy. You know what I'm saying? He's 23 years old, and just for all the things that you said, great defensive player. He's 6'6". He's 6'6". He's a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's like, just throwing out the garbage. Like, just get rid of Lonzo, or we're not going to give nothing up for Lonzo, or we're only going to do a sign and trade for Lonzo. I don't think that's all. That's all that they want to do. That they can keep him, but they just want to like suppress his value enough so that they can have a manageable deal and still keep him in the fold. Because
Right before,
it
and
looks like
I'm gonna go.
Zion
I'm gonna let Haddocken go. But before I do, the one thing I will say is the Knicks really want Lonzo Ball. Whether it's in the trade market now or next year, they're gonna try to get him because
Yeah,
it's a position of need, and then it doesn't. They don't have to try to chase a point guard with one of these two draft picks that they're not going to be able to get a star guard in this draft. They don't have to try to chase a star and try to hit on a pick for someone that is not really going to be there. They can take care of that position and then worry about taking care of a wing.
yeah. And the way you gotta think about it too, like you're thinking about it from the Pelicans' point of view, which I get it. But then if you look at Lonzo Ball's point of view, the main report is that he doesn't want to be there. It's not
Hmm.
that the Pelicans don't want him. It's that he wants to go to a bigger market team like the New York Knicks, which is a lot of people are saying that's his main priority. But of course, he could go to somewhere else. So if he doesn't want to be in the team, why would you keep him until trying to get a sign and trade later and matching? Why risk that when you can get sources like resources right now? And if you're the Knicks in this situation and you're seeing that the people that are trading for him is not like as high value as you would think, you should try to get into that because I think this front office, I said this yesterday, I don't know if you guys were here, but I said that I think this front office isn't going to make, from what I see, isn't going to make trades unless they're looking to extend the player and like
Right.
talk about contracts right away. I don't think there's any part-time player that's just for half the season. I think if we're gonna trade for Lonzo Ball, we're talking about contracts right away, and I
And
would
that's
give him 20 mil because that's what people are saying his value is right now.
that's
If we have
for
to
me,
overpay a little, I'm fine.
Eddie. For me, like if I'm a GM, if I'm gonna make a move for a guy who's a half season guy, like he's gonna be an unrestricted free agent or restricted free agent in a couple months when the season's done. I'm as soon as I get in contact with New Orleans, okay, I know they want to move him, right? So listen, all right, run this past him. Obviously, you're in contact with his representatives. They know you moving him. He knows he wants to be moved. Okay, he has a list of teams. The Knicks are up there. Listen, the Knicks they got this package, but they also want to discuss an extension. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
for sure, for sure. If it
So
goes
that only
down, they
happens
have
if
to sign him because they
exactly.
can't lose him. You know what I'm saying?
If they sign
There's no
Lonzo
way.
Ball, he's going to be a Knick for a while. If
Because
they
Yeah, at
he's
get
least
not
for a
Lonzo
year.
Ball in
he
a
wants to
trade, he'll be a Knick for a while.
he's not happy with his role there because you have Eric Bledsoe, and Eric Bledsoe is splitting the playmaking ability with him, and Lonzo Ball is still getting a lot of assists. But if you have him in a place where he can be one of the main playmakers, he's gonna get a lot more assists, which is gonna lead to a lot more baskets and stuff like that. So I feel like he's not comfortable playing there. So if they would trade anyone in their personal preference, it will be Eric Bledsoe. But I personally think Lonzo does not want to be there, and that's what a lot of people are saying.
Yo, Chop, where
Yeah,
you at, Chop?
Yeah, I'm on the block. I'm in the hood. Yeah, I'm out here.
You in New York?
Yeah, Brooklyn, baby.
Brooklyn? Oh, word.
What you say?
I said, word. That's tough.
Now I'm from Crown Heights, but I'm down here in Flatbush. I'm with my aunt and my cousin, if you will, yeah, and my mom, my girl, yeah. So I just dropped them, just run the errand. So yeah.
I feel you.
Okay, yes, sir.
just to get rebuttal on what Hadouken was saying. I know he's not probably is not the place that he feels 100% comfortable, but he's under contract. He's a restricted free agent, and I don't know if Lonzo has that pull to be like, yo, I want to go somewhere else, and they have to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that want to be moved, but you also have to understand that it's a business, and the team is the one that's in control right now because he's a restricted free agent. Now, he wants to gain some control. He's going to have to take a qualifying offer. I'm not so sure that Lonzo Ball wants to be in that qualifying offer, betting on himself, because you never know what can happen. He can, his brother, especially at this time right now that his brother just broke his, he people have to think about those types of things and be like, yo, let me just take a 3-year deal with these guys, with a 4th-year a team option. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Instead of taking a qualifying offer and betting on himself and making sure, because the people that really do that aren't the people that are per se in the upper echelon of players. The people that take those qualifying offers are people that are taking qualifying offers that are 2 mil, 3 mil, and they're thinking that they can get about 5 or 6 or 7 mil in the open market. You know, it's not a player that can get 15 million, 16 million is not going to take a qualifying offer of, I really don't know what it is, but let's say it's around 10, 11, 12 mil for 1 year. Then something, God forbid, something happens, and the next deal that you're looking at is a 3-year, 8 million, 9 million per year deal, because you just hurt yourself and stuff like that. You know, I'm just looking ahead.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Eddie. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Lonzo's not gonna have to worry about that. He's getting a long-term deal. Wherever it is, he's gonna get a long-term deal.
Because he fits on.
If it's Chicago, if it's Atlanta, if it's there's a few teams now, Clippers.
I can see Chicago.
He fits on
every team, in my opinion. I can see Chicago giving up a Lauri Markkanen and a pick and some other Kobe White. I could see that. I could see that happening. For some reason, I could see that happening.
But listen, Eddie, just to be fair, the reason why Lonzo could bet on himself this year is because he's playing way better. He's almost 40% from 3. And he's not 40% and only shooting 2 threes a game. He's shooting 7 threes a game and hitting 3.5 of them, right? And he's 50% almost from the field, from the 2-point field, not the 3. So together he's over 45%, and he's averaging almost 15 points a game. He's got almost 2 steals a game on average. He's 6 assists a game, and he's rebounding the ball, 4 to 5 rebounds a game. I mean, we don't get that from our point guard position. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of that too is also the style of play. Remember how we go back when we talk about, especially in the Nick at Night, about the Sacramento Kings and Tyrese Halliburton and the style of play and how it affects the numbers. I don't know if he's going to be able to put up the same amount of threes in this offense. Not the way that we play.
Well,
but that's what will allow it to happen. Maybe not for him, but for other guys on his team that are not getting it. He'll make the game easy. I'll tell you right now, for a guy that nobody's talking about, that we're being hard on, he's played 35, 40 games. Obi Toppin, Lonzo would allow Obi to run the floor.
It's like Lonzo to Zion. You see how he works on that lob. Those teach him a lot.
I heard that the Knicks are actually, I don't know if they're going to be able to trade Austin Rivers. I think he's going to be more of a buyout candidate, right? And I'm hearing that that the players that they're looking to pick up is Norval Pass or I think John Henson. So maybe Obi Toppin is going to be not playing as much anymore, because I think they're going to take John Henson to play a little bit more of a backup power forward. Have a little bit more consistency, a little bit more rebound, a little bit more defense on that position. So maybe Obi Toppin might be looking at a slight hit in his playing time and, just regroup for next year. I'm not one that gives up on, or I'm not the one that's talking about giving up on Obi. I actually think he's going to be okay. But for this point in time, the way that we're looking and how hungry we look, it looks like he's going to have to take a back seat and just look for now and try to get a little bit more of a veteran presence there at the backup power forward. I can see John Henson being a player that we sign after the trade deadline comes.
Yeah, and going back to what you were saying about the 3-pointers, Tibbs made it clear earlier, I think he said it like a week or 2 ago, that they want to shoot. They asked the question about them shooting more threes, and he said, "Yeah, we're trying to work for that." That's why you see us shooting a lot more threes recently.
Yo, Chop.
We trying. We trying.
You gotta mute that.
Yeah, so someone in the chat, Alawai, said that Lonzo doesn't fit Tibbs' offense and he doesn't get to the rim enough. But you see Tibbs saying that he wants to shoot more threes. Lonzo Lonzo can be that. He can open. I think he makes everyone better, and then
Mm-hmm.
he can unlock Obi in a way as much as everyone is complaining about him. He can
Chop
unlock.
at C Town right now. You hear all
Yeah,
the beep.
that's not that far from here. That's it's wild area there. So Lonzo is gonna create for everyone. He can drive into the rim too. That's obviously not his main focus. It's to go for threes and play make. That's his offense right now. But if he needs to go to the rim, he's gonna go to the rim. You got to
Yeah,
think
he
about
could definitely
Stan
go to
Van
the rim.
Gundy is a defensive coach. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing about the Pelicans is they don't have defensive players besides Bledsoe and Lonzo
And Steven
and Josh
Adams.
Hart and Steven Adams. Those are the only Zion doesn't play Zion is okay at defense. Ingram doesn't play that defense like that. They're a liability. That's why you don't see him working that well there right now. But then he comes to Tibbs, and Tibbs also is a defensive coach, and he could definitely play him in a way where he's the starting point guard. You don't have Alfred Payton anymore in there, and then it opens up the court. So when RJ passes out now, you don't see an Alfred Payton brick. You see Lonzo making a three. That's the way I feel about it.
This for you, Freezy.
Yeah, man. I got hey. So you do drink other beverages? Okay,
Honestly,
so
I drink about. To be honest with you, I drink my body weight in water a day, in ounces, obviously.
Yeah, in ounces. I was gonna say you don't drink your body weight. You but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Lost some internet connection there for a sec.
Nah, that's all right. You got Spectrum?
What was that?
He said
You got Spectrum?
Spectrum.
Nah. I got Costa Rican internet. It's not bad. This actually never happens, but it just happens. So I mean,
it's not you. It's probably StreamYard. So, but anyways, yo. So I think what Haduka Sharon just said is an excellent point. Like the offense will morph based on the personnel that you have available to play within the offense. The offense looks a certain way because of the personnel that you have. Because I'm sure, no lie, I'm sure that Thibodeau wants the offense to get easy points, but he doesn't want to turn the ball over. So how Alfred Payton does it is by slowing down the pace to a screeching halt, so you won't turn the ball over. But a guy like you take out Elf and put in Lonzo Ball,
opens up a lot more.
Yeah, you can open up the floor and still get the same minimal amount of turnovers. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on play style is what I'm getting at. So and we'll see. And a lot of those turnovers don't even come from Lonzo Ball. A lot of them come from Julius Randle. Julius Randle, I hate to say it this way.
Yeah, he turns the ball over a lot.
Yeah, I hate to say it this way because it looks like shade, but Julius Randle turns the ball over a lot. He's a turnover machine, right? But it's the risk you have to take when you get the elite passing from your power forward position.
Yeah, he's averaging like three turnovers right now, 3.3. It increased from last year though. I didn't know it increased from last year, but it is because he's passing more, so it is gonna turn into more turnovers. Yeah. Man,
I'm looking forward to the next 48 hours.
Me too.
Or 52 hours really, because it's 4 p.m. is the deadline on Thursday.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 3:30. I think is the deadline.
It's 3:30 or 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's one of
3:30. 3:30.
Okay.
So,
3:30 on Thursday.
I'm looking forward to it, and I'm if it's not a big move, you know what? If they don't make a move at all or whatever, or they just get somebody from on a buyout or whatever, I'll be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that I would feel like the future is bright.
Hey, Aaron G, I ain't gonna lie to you. If they don't make a move, if they don't make a move, I'm telling you, I'm coming on the live stream low and hot, and I'm screaming for 3.5 hours if they don't make a move, because I think it's criminal to have Julius Randle play all these minutes and don't go get him some help. Right? I think it'd be criminally negligent for you to not go get Julius Randle some help.
And RJ. And RJ. Because RJ is really
RJ
playing well.
Right. So, I mean, but you know, I'm trusting that they're doing something. I just don't like the fact that they don't talk to the media. That bothers me. Right. I know some people love that. I don't.
Yeah, I'm
right because I spend about.
You spend money. Tell them.
Yeah, I spend money at least about $100 a month on stuff, just swag, just like Knicks shirts. And I know $100.
And not only that, Freezy, but you spend 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, 10 hours a day
doing this,
putting out content for this team.
Right.
So that's time, that's money.
Profile. Right.
Nah, he's sitting over there.
Right. Raising the team's profile. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yo, Uncle Freezy. Uncle Freezy, look, I got my auntie right here. This is Mommy Mickey.
Hi.
She's a Knicks fan.
Hey, auntie.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
You heard?
Oh, I see you. Okay.
Hey. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good.
I can't hear him because you.
Oh, I got the headphone in.
I can't hear you.
Hey, Chop, you got a beautiful family, man. Chop, you got a beautiful family, man.
Oh, who, me?
Yeah, that's Mommy Mickey. You're.
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying that the family.
Stop the animal, yeah.
Yeah, man. Because we saw Pops the other day too, right? Chop can't even hear what I'm saying, y'all. Chop can't even hear me. But Chop introduced me to his pops and his auntie, to the missus, and to one of his homeboys. He said looked like me, and so it looked like Chop got a beautiful family situation going on, man. It's good to have a good family situation like that, man. So shout out to Chop, man. So, but yeah. So Eric G, if the Knicks don't do something,
I'll be mad too.
I'm telling you, I will, especially with because it frustrated me for one this offseason when all these point guards were being floated around and traded, and they didn't go get one, and they brought back Alpha Payton. That frustrated me, right? When you got Chris Paul, John Wall, Russell Westbrook, Ricky Rubio, DJ Augustine, Dennis Schroeder, all these point guards being moved about, the Knicks brought back Alfred Payton.
And
that frustrated me.
People don't want to spend 20 mil on Lonzo, but I remember you talked about this a good bit ago that a lot of point guards are locked up and there's not that many good point guards available. So if you see someone like Lonzo available, you got to give him the money. Because
especially when you have
good point guards, and we need a point guard.
Right. And so here's the thing. People don't want to spend 20 mil on Lonzo, right? Eddie C, they don't want to spend 20 mil on Lonzo, right?
I don't.
But we already had $15 million in cap space that we're not spending. So we had $15 million in cap space for 42 games. Dead money, right? And then Alfred Payton makes five, I think. Five plus the 1 mil for last year for us cutting them, right? So you telling me that the dead space plus Alfred Payton does not equal Lonzo Ball?
I don't think, because I think they're going to use that in the trade deadline to facilitate trades. I mean, that's what we're going to be seeing. We're going to be seeing a lot.
Hold on.
Nice meeting you, Uncle. Keep the hope alive.
Keep hope alive.
Toppings is my friend's grandson.
Really?
Okay.
Yes, Obi Topping. Yes, he's my friend. His grandfather's Alan.
Okay.
We go way back.
So tell Alan to tell his grandson to start balling a little bit.
To hype up Obi.
You're really in the family.
We love Obi.
All right, Mama Yaku Sabe, you already know. FG, you already know. All right, Mama. Big up Vanderveer project, you heard? I'm about to go back up to Crown Heights.
Yeah, man. Hey, I love Chop, man. Chop sends me about 6 or 7 text messages every day. I love it. And when I don't get them, I'm be ready to pick up the phone and call Chop like, "Hey, Chop, what's going on, man? Anything all right?"
So All right, so make your point up because I have another point about another player on the Pelicans. But make your point about Lonzo.
So my thing with Lonzo is he's not making 20 mil right now, right? He's not making $20 million right now, right? So we can get him on a test drive, right? Get him for the last 29 games of the season. Hopefully, 20 playoff games. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, not saying that it'll happen, but we want to keep hope alive. But get him for say about 50 games and see how he interacts with a young core, because he's a young piece that fits the timeline. He's in an age group right between RJ Barrett and Julius Randle. Right? Mm-hmm. See if he's the piece. Because what you want to do with these draft picks is see if you can find a Lonzo Ball type player, right? Somebody with high upside that fills a position of need. That's what you want to do with this Dallas pick and with our draft pick, right? Hopefully we can do that. But if you could get that guy without using those draft picks, you know what I'm saying? Bring him in to see if he's a fit, right? And if he is, now you can use those draft picks to fill other positions of need, like small forward, right? Because center in Tom Thibodeau's offense and defense is not a position of need right now, because we legit have Mitch, Nerlens Noel, and Taj Gibson, right? Who we feel like are decent at the position. It's not a position of need because we feel like Mitch has high upside. Okay? So you get Lonzo, say you give him a 2023 second round pick, and then the Detroit Pistons second round pick this year, right? Those are valuable picks, right? Don't want to give them up. But to test drive Lonzo Ball, why not?
Crazy, that's not enough. That's still not enough to get him.
Oh yeah, so what would be enough?
You're gonna have to give up a good young player. You're gonna have to give up a Mitchell Robinson. You're gonna have to give up somebody like that,
But they won't want Mitch because they have Steven Adams and Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, their market is
I know not, but you're gonna have to give up some. I don't believe 2 second-round picks is gonna get you Lonzo Ball.
Max could, if you add that into it.
Max is not enough. I mean, I wouldn't if I'm the Pelicans, I wouldn't do that trade. Hell no.
Okay, we'll keep him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Most likely they're gonna do.
Because
they're gonna keep him, or I think Chicago Bulls is more of a trade, a better trade partner.
Decline.
Okay.
Yeah. So Tomas Satoransky and one second round pick.
It was 2 second round picks.
2 second round picks. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Tomas Satoransky and 2 second round picks.
Yeah, and I don't think they're offering Lauri Markkanen in a trade for.
Yeah, nobody's going to give up a guy that can be gone in 29 games. Yeah. The Pelicans are smoking. The Pelicans are on that good cushion alcohol right now. If they think they're going to get a lottery pick,
the reason is that nobody wants to give that up because he's going to be a restricted free agent. I get that.
Right.
But the Pelicans also know that they have time on their hands. He's still under contract. He's still restricted. They can still sign and trade him at the end of the year. They can still give him a qualifying offer. They can still give him a contract. They can trade other players to make room for him. So they have time. I mean, they don't have to. They don't have to trade him.
No, they think they have time. Right? They think they have time. But the only thing about burning a bridge is that when you come back to that gap between land masses, there's no way for you to get back to the other side. You know why? Because the bridge is burned.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe not in the sense of Lonzo.
The guy that's running the Pelicans is a shrewd dude. I forget his name, but
Dave Griffin.
He did great on the Anthony Davis deal, and he's no dummy. He's no dummy. So when you want to make trades, it's kind of easier when you make trades with dummies than when these smart,
right.
These smarter teams.
Or desperate.
Ain't nobody gonna fleece Utah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody fleecing Utah.
Ain't
nobody fleecing Toronto. I would love Norman Powell, but ain't nobody getting Norman Powell on the cheap.
Listen, that's what I literally tweeted that maybe 3-4 minutes ago. I said Lonzo Ball and Norman Powell on this Knicks team. My God.
Now, that is vicious. That is vicious.
The two roles.
That is vicious. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know.
wait, hold up. Eric G, and Ebro. Listen, I just remade my
Eddie,
my
man. It's
my
Eddie.
Twitter.
It's Eddie. It's Eddie, man.
Eddie,
Ebro in the
that's
morning.
Ebro. Eddie Ebro. That's Ebro. I
That's
just
all right,
remade my
man.
Twitter. Chop
That's
Low
Bubba.
2010.
That's Bubba's
I
fault.
need to
That's
start
Bubba's
learning. So hit me up.
Chop Low 2010. I got you right now.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so the player that I'm going to bring up now, all right, his name is Eric Bledsoe.
Right.
Okay, I believe he was a teammate of Julius Randle in Kentucky. I'm not so sure, but I think he was. If not, he came out a year before Julius Randle did. I think Julius was a one and done. Okay.
Yeah.
I know he was John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins, so maybe not Julius Randle. Maybe
it was Michael K. Gilchrist, DeMarcus Cousins, and Terrence Jones is what you're thinking. That big class.
Julius is the Anthony Davis pairing. It was Julius and Anthony Davis.
No. Willie Cauley-Stein and Anthony Davis, right? No. You're right.
It was
it was Willie Cauley-Stein and Karl Anthony Towns together, right?
Yeah, Cauley-Stein and Towns was together. Then it was Anthony Davis and Julius Randle. Those are the ones that won the championship, I believe. Okay. No, they didn't win it. Anyway, so look at his deal. He's making 16 point. He has a 3-year deal, right? It doesn't. It concludes in 2023.
Okay.
He's making 16.9 million this year. It's almost half of that now, right? So it's 8 million he has left on the contract for this year.
Right.
Next year he makes 18.1 million on the 21-2022 season.
Right.
Okay. And the 2022-2023 season, only 3.9 million is guaranteed.
Okay.
So if you bring this type of player in for this playoff push to start next year, maybe if you can, like you said, get a point guard in the draft, groom him. You have Bledsoe as a steady force there. And then if he doesn't work out, boom, non-guaranteed, 3.9 million, let him go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's not going to stranglehold your cap relief, your cap room, because you're going to have to give Lonzo 4 years.
Right.
At 20 mil.
Right.
18 to 20 million, that's what I think his market, what he perceives his market value to be. I think he's more of a $15 million player, $15 to $16 million player. But, because of his name, because of, everything that, being traded with, and you know what I'm saying? All that other stuff adds up. And
right.
So his trade market is around, his value is around 18 to 20 million.
Right.
And then this guy, you can get him cheaper, trade for him cheaper, and not stranglehold yourself. Have somebody that can stay in that position. I believe him and Julius Randle would be a good tandem.
Right.
Because he's a catch and shoot player. He's always been a catch and shoot point guard. He's never really been the type to run the offense. And then we can still have Julius Randle running our offense and have a good defender, a strong defender in Eric Bledsoe, manning the point, at least for the end of this year and for next year.
Right.
And if we can find somebody to trade for him, if we're not happy with him, you know what I'm saying? We can trade him. There's a lot of things that you can do with him. But the thing is to get somebody that's cheaper. I think Rose is a person that likes to get people on the cheap. And that's like, business 101. You never pay, you never overpay. You always underpay. And that's been the MO. That's been our MO. And we've been coming on top, underpaying all our players. Like, I'm not mad losing to Philly. Philly's got $300 million players on their team.
Right.
We got one player that's getting 18, which is our best player. And I don't even know who's the second highest money grabber on our team. I
think is it Joakim Noah?
He's getting $6 million. Something like that.
I think it might be Joakim Noah's dead.
And I think it's done after this year. I think that stuff is done after this year, or is it after next year?
After this year.
One more year? Jesus.
By the way,
harsh,
the
man.
Knicks
That's
are
harsh.
considering acquiring DeMar DeRozan. Right when we were talking about this yesterday, it just comes up.
Right.
That's
right.
crazy.
It makes sense. It makes sense Like if you know what you're looking for, if you have a set of criteria that you're searching for, like your must-haves, like for Hadouken and Sharon is like, yo, this is what I must have when it comes to acquiring an asset. I don't care what the player's name is, but this is the criteria that I'm looking for, right? DeMar DeRozan fits that criteria. Tertiary playmaker, athleticism on the perimeter,
a scorer,
scorer, decent defender, right?
Playmaker.
Right, playmaker, right. He fits all of those things.
They've been talking about him since the beginning of the year. There've been whispers about DeRozan. What is your source there, Hadouken?
Look at Hoop Central.
Okay. Hoop Central?
On Twitter, yeah. It's from Jake L. Fisher, and he's like he's like a writer for Bleacher Report or something.
Okay.
But these sources, like, they've been coming out with a lot of stuff, and it's been pretty reliable. And I wouldn't be surprised because they just announced that they're looking to he's available, so that would make sense.
Oh yeah, he's readily available, like.
And he wants to go to back to the Eastern Conference. And he likes a defensive play, so this could be it. So I don't know.
Wow.
No, it makes to me that makes more sense than anybody else. You out, G? All right, be easy, bro.
I'll catch you tonight.
All right, boss.
Peace,
Yo, G, salute.
Thank you for having me.
You already
Appreciate
know.
you for having me. I appreciate you, Chop. All love, brother.
Hey, yo, listen, man. Listen, you heard the morning drive is where it's at, bro. You heard?
Yo, come bring that energy at night.
Nah, I'll be sleeping or I'll be at work, so you gotta relax. Pop out.
Right,
This is where it's at in the morning.
All love. That's cool. I love
Chop's
it. I appreciate
extra
that.
spicy this morning, huh? Chop's extra
Yeah,
spicy.
Chop's feeling.
Hey.
All right,
I'm
fellas,
always spicy, man. I'm always spicy. I just be on and off. Yeah.
Spicy representing for Team KMD. But yeah, man. So the DeMar DeRozan thing, I think would be an excellent.
Hadouken, that shit. I'm sorry, that stuff got me excited.
Mm-hmm.
It literally got me excited. Like I don't even know what it would take to get a DeMar DeRozan, but I'm pretty sure it's got to be along the lines of the Dallas pick.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine
the
with
Dallas pick.
The Detroit pick. Give him the Detroit pick.
The Detroit pick. Yes, the Detroit pick.
They like Frank for defense. They could get Frank.
There it is. I mean, that would be the package to me. I don't know how much. Yeah, we probably can take on the rest of his contract with what we have in that.
How many years does he have left?
I think it's 2. I don't know. But I know that when we all say that we need that one more player, DeMar DeRozan can be that one player.
Right.
Yeah, because he's not it's along the lines. He's not the flashy 3-point shooting guy. You know what I'm saying?
Just started shooting more threes too, so he's getting more comfortable with it too. He's still expanding his game. This is like one of his best years that he's having.
He's the veteran. I really like DeMar DeRozan. You know,
right?
He's what we want RJ Barrett to be.
Right.
Well, RJ just already shoots threes more than him.
No, but he's the equivalent. Just
like the comparison. Yeah.
Besides the athleticism, I think that's the only thing that we're not going to be able to compare DeMar and the athleticism, right? But everything else in his game, the defense, the height, the position, the mid range, it's what it is. What we want RJ Barrett to be.
Right.
And hopefully he can practice with him too. The mid range.
Yeah,
so
man.
That would be nasty. I wanted him to practice with Melo in the summer. But if you get DeRozan, you don't even gotta wait till the summer.
Yeah. What do y'all feel about a Melo reunion?
As a retirement party?
Bringing Melo back?
Yeah, I think when he retires, he would want to come back.
And Leon Rose was his agent?
If we had Melo off the bench right now in place of Burks, he would be better. Because look what he's doing. Look what he's doing in Portland. He's been clutch. He's also being clutch. He's getting clutch buckets.
Yeah.
He's shooting. He's not going over his role. He finally understood his role.
Yeah.
Wait. Hadouken, where does Melo come in this conversation? Because I know that Julius Randle worked out with him a couple of times before in the past.
Right.
Yeah, but that's because he always goes back to New York to train. They train in the same place.
Yeah.
A lot of players go there.
At the
And
Mellow,
Randall try to
at the Mellow Gym uptown.
Yeah, the Mellow Gym. Yeah.
Oh, his gym, right? And Randall try to he try to be like Melo, but it's not accordingly. But I can see him trying to be like Melo. When you see how he plays on the floor on the court, right? He's trying to be like Melo, but it's not efficient like Melo, if you will, yeah? Or
right.
Yeah, in a way you could say that.
So imagine Melo working out and being here, and Julius RJ Barrett getting some of them jewels, that jab step, that pick and pop, that break, you know what I'm saying, that back you down, and you know what I'm saying. I like that.
Right.
I'm glad you brought that up.
I wouldn't mind, and y'all heard it here first. Y'all hearing it on the Knicks Morning Drive. That I would definitely be interested in a Melo reunion, because Melo can come in and get those backup power forward minutes that Obi Toppin's throwing away, right? Now, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm saying throwing it away. I'm saying he's learning on the fly, right? But Melo in that spot, wow! You get more consistent scoring. You get veteran leadership. You have a guy that loves New York, right? You know what I mean? And Melo, and you get to bring Melo in for limited minutes, and you like Melo, you in limited minutes, go cook in those minutes, right? And then plus those stretches of games, and y'all see it, those stretches of games where we go 10 or 12 minutes in real time, where we can't even hit a backboard, let alone a rim. You know what I'm saying? We can get Melo to come in and provide that scoring punch. Like Melo, we need 6 or 7 points right here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chris Chang. What's good?
Chris Chang, salute. I'm sorry. Tell Chris Chang I'm sorry.
DeMar DeRozan contract, he opted in this year, 27.7 mil. He's an unrestricted free agent next year.
Oh man, okay.
I thought you had 2 more years. Oh,
That's crazy,
sense.
right? That's crazy, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds different now that you 27 mil is a lot, bro.
Yeah,
that is a lot.
We have 15.
Yeah. He opted in. He opted into that contract. He had a player option. He opted in, unrestricted free agent next year.
We'd have to give them Burks and Bullock, maybe Knox or something to get close to, because the 15 mil he would eat up all of that, and then we'd have to give them 12 mil in salary.
I think Burks and Knox would take that, because I think they both make like, wait, how much does Knox make? Does anyone know?
Because they upped it Knox's, right? They upped Knox contract early in the season, right? They what'd you call it again? Yeah,
picked up his option. His off your option.
Because Burks makes like 6 or 5. Does he make like 6 or 5 mil, something like that too?
Yeah,
or it's 10 mil. I don't remember.
I wouldn't be so. I don't think it would be crazy for them to ask for Obi.
Listen, he's part of the family. You heard my aunt. You just said.
No, I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of people that are down on Obi, and I don't think Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs are an organization that would be down on a player like him.
Nah, they don't want him. They don't want him.
Yeah, they're moving their forwards right now. I mean, they do have Keldon Johnson and Lonnie Walker, but they play like small forwards.
Yeah, but they have a lot of guards.
And Devin Vassell.
They have a lot of guards. They have Derek White. They have
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Frank is somebody that they're looking at. You know what I'm saying? They're looking more for the center position.
Yeah, it would have to be Obi, because they also said that Trey Lyles is looking for a new scenario. So
yo, let me do something right quick. Y'all. Yo, look who in the building.
Oh,
Felipe 210. Building.
Salute.
Hey, salute.
What's up?
Salute. What's good?
What's going on, Freezy?
What's going on? It's good to see you, boss.
Hey, it's good to see you too, man.
Papa, God bless you. Salute. Thank you.
Hey, how's the weather out there in Texas?
Hey, it's about 75 degrees right now.
Ooh.
Oh, see, now you bragging. Now you just bragging. How you doing, brethren?
Doing good.
Man, you just made my day, man. You just made my day. Hey, so did you come on to talk to some DeRozan?
Yeah, I'm good with DeRozan.
Yeah.
You know, I see that as I've always compared RJ with DeRozan. I've always said RJ would be a DeRozan with a 3-point shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, DeRozan slash Butler, I think is a good comparison.
Man, that's.
But wait. That rumor, it doesn't exist, or it's just a rumor. Kevin Knox for Andre Drummond, or another piece with Kevin Knox for Andre Drummond, or.
I think I actually did hear that, but I don't know if that's a thing. But I heard Freezy say that in the night.
They said it last night.
No,
How Duke you say it, so I didn't believe it.
That's just.
Yeah, I don't know if you were
That's just a rile
trolling
up
Kev.
for Kev.
Yeah, I don't know
That was Kevin.
to get him
Yeah,
mad.
if Harduke don't say it, I don't believe it.
Yeah, man. I would love to get some DeMar DeRozan. That 27 mil though.
That just threw it off for me.
Yeah, it's gonna be not that I'm not saying that DeRozan is overpaid, but it limits what other moves we can make at the trade deadline. If
he's overpaid and overrated.
I don't know.
Nah, he's having his best year right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Under pops.
Yeah, I just think so. If you that means
as an unrestricted free agent, what would you give him the same 27 mil for 3 years?
You gotta give Randall money too. That's the thing about it that makes it tough.
And Randall's about the same. Randall's about 22, like 23.
26 mil. I would say that he would ask for 25 mil plus Randall.
I think you got to max Randall.
But you don't got to
That's where the question lies at.
Until after next season.
Right.
You don't got to worry about re-upping Randall until after next season.
Yeah. But since DeRozan is an unrestricted free agent, you're gonna have to still sign him for the money. So you're gonna have to think about it.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's best to get Randall under the books now, because if he goes out into the open market, there's going to be a lot of people clamoring over him. So I think it's best if we give him the contract next year, the beginning of next year, because it's going to be a slap in the face if you just pick up his 18 mil option after what he's done this year.
Yeah, but his new contract wouldn't count against the books until the following year.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Randall, you can go over the cap. You can go over the cap to sign.
Right. You can go over the cap to sign Randall because we have everything we need to max him out and have him be a Knick long term, in terms of cap flexibility and things of that sort. So
yeah, and DeRozan and Julius Randle, I think that works, man. I think that works. And then RJ there in the side, oof, that works.
Right. Yo, man, I'm telling you, I think it's a great time to be a Knicks fan. I think it's an excellent time to be a Knicks fan because we're in a situation where, the arrow is pointing up. You have a whole bunch of assets. You have money. You have players that want to be here. You have a coach that's invested in the short term, winning and in the future. You have a front office that's patient and smart for the people. So it's a great time to be a Knicks fan right now. So the DeRozan thing at 27 mil,
that got me hyped. DeRozan got me so hyped right now, man. I don't know.
Yeah. I think we were in a great situation, man.
We don't need DeRozan,
but if
the way the Spurs are doing it right now, you can trade them more pieces if you needed to because they're looking to get rid of guys. Aldridge isn't with the team. If he doesn't get traded, he's getting bought out.
Yeah,
he's gone. He's not even with the team no more. They told him stay at home. We'll send you your check. Don't come back in no more.
Right.
They're looking to get rid of Rudy Gay, Patty Mills.
They're in tank mode. I think they're in tank mode.
They're having a fire sale.
They're not in tank mode. They're looking to get rid of. They're looking to get rid of their higher contracts. Their higher contracts, like because Pops is doing something different. I live in San Antonio. My wife is a gigantic freaking Spurs fan. Pop is doing something I've never seen him do. He's playing all his young guys.
And they're still winning.
They need to give
they're still winning.
They need to give Devin Vassell time, and then
he gets time. He gets time.
Now he's getting more time. Yeah, but before
he gets time. But right now it's all the young guys. It's DeJounte Murray, Keldon Johnson, Lonnie Walker, Devin Vassell. It's all the young guys.
How's that Pirtle?
Jakob Poeltl is good, man. He's good. He's got a good game. Give him another year or two, and that boy's going to be a beast.
So they're like
Yeah,
a young
they're a power forward away. Yeah. I wouldn't put it past them if they would ask for Obi.
I told you guys, man. I'm like, yo, man, maybe Obi's the one.
Man,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I like Obi, man. I like him. With all his deficiencies, I like Obi, and I think he's going to be.
I like Obi too.
I still like Obi too.
And so my thing. I'm sorry, Hadouken, man. The thing with Obi, man, is we got to look at Obi for what he is. So Obi was a 6'3" point guard in high school that shot up to 6'8". He grew another inch or so afterwards, but he shot up to 6'8". So he was a late bloomer in high school, right? So then he went to prep school, right, for 1 year, right? Then he went to Dayton and redshirted, right, because he wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? Academically, he wasn't ready, and so he broke out in his redshirt sophomore year. He's just a late bloomer every step of the way. High school, junior college, the Knicks. Next year, Obi, in my eye, is the breakout star in the NBA, right? In terms of this rookie class, right?
As long as we have a point guard.
Yeah. So
as long as we have a point guard, because that's what's keeping Obi back is us not having a point guard. Because when Derrick Rose got here, his game changed.
Right.
And now that Rose is out, his game regressed back to what it was.
Right. And the thing I'm pointing out though is if you look at Obi in high school, a 6'3" guy, he was just a decent athletic point guard, whatever. Right. The dude grew 6 inches, you know what I'm saying? And then, and it was too late for him to go to a major D1 school. So he goes to prep school. At his prep school, he got offers from schools like Alabama and others, but he chose to go to Dayton. He should have legit been in Alabama with Colin Sexton, but it just didn't work out, right? So now you got Obi every step of the way. It just takes him time to adjust because the physical tools are there, right? Let's not pretend like Obi Toppin is not top 3 athlete at the power forward position in the NBA right now without the weight room, right? Without the weight room, he's top 3 athletic power forward in the NBA, right? In terms of foot speed, jumping ability, and all of that stuff, right? So I say if we trade him to the Spurs, I think it's a big blow up. Yeah, I think it's a big mistake on our part for not being patient. But a huge win for the Spurs, who know when to shop and know when not to shop, right? You know what I'm saying? So what I say is look at this is Obi Toppin's red shirt year, right? Just give him a clean slate next year, in his second year in the system, and then watch what you got, right? Let's not sleep because we've usually been the other way around, like Kevin Knox came out the gate and showed us something. And he hadn't gotten better one bit since we saw. Well, he has, but not overall, right? So I say be patient with Obi, man. Keep Obi out of trades, and just keep this draft class Obi and Emmanuel Quickly out of trade talks, man. And just remember that we're building towards the future. We just want to take advantage of this moment right now. Like we can make in this weird year, we can legit make a decent playoff run. If we catch the right team in the first round, we may be able to. If we catch, say for instance, if we catch the Atlanta Hawks in the first round, bro, I like our chances.
Me too.
Okay, if we catch like in Atlanta, if we catch like if both of us finish 4 and 5, we finish 4 and they finish 5, we get home court advantage. I like our shot against the Atlanta Hawks, right? And then in that 4-5 matchup where we play Philly in the first round. I like that matchup against Philly if we help it. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
it looks like Derrick Rose is going to play tonight.
Wow. So we back, baby.
We need him tonight.
Yeah,
we do. I don't take Washington lightly.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking Washington lightly either, man.
Nah.
But it's a just to throw a button on or throw a bow on the Obi Toppin thing. I say take Obi Toppin off the table. If you got to trade the young talent, man, throw away Kevin Knox.
For sure.
Kevin Knox, right? And can I say something about Obi real quick?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's 100% fair for everyone to go at Obi now, because this is the way I think about it. That he was promised to be an NBA ready player, and he is 23. So it's obviously fair to go hard at him. But the
Right.
way I treat him is like a rookie, because that is what he is. So
Right.
to me, it's not that much of like I'm mad at him, but I can't be too mad because he is still a rookie, no matter the age. And just like you mentioned the
Right.
story before, he always takes time to like he takes his time to process into a new, like transition into new things. So I feel like next year is going to be the year we actually see production for him, or maybe later from the season, because last year he was shooting like he's airballing threes. He was shooting like 41% last year.
Right.
He just has those. He's just still excited to be in the NBA, like Keith said yesterday. I feel like he's still in shock of being in the NBA, and he's just like he doesn't really understand his role right now, and he's not being used well for his ability. He's being used as a Knox in a sense that can set better screens and have more energy.
Right.
Yeah, he's just not ready for the boot camp that the Knicks are out there, putting out there. You know what I'm saying? He's not ready for that Tom Thibodeau boot camp.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade him.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Same
that's the
thing with
problem.
Knox.
That's the thing. He didn't go through the Tom Thibodeau boot camp. Not having a preseason, not having summer league, not having none of that stuff. That's also what's slowing him down too.
Right. 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 Yeah, I feel y'all. I feel y'all on that. Any unexpected trade targets? Any random trade target? Like for instance.
Yo, Uncle Freezy, hold up, man. Hold up. Big up Uncle Freezy show. You heard we got the OG.
Jump out there on the streets with the OGs.
You heard? Uncle Freezy show,
man.
you heard?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, Chop Low representing for Team KMD. I see you, Chop. Chop representing for Team KMD.
Knicks at night don't got nothing on us.
No, I gotta admit, man, it's been really, really fun this morning, man. It's been really, really fun this morning.
The energy.
I'm glad I jumped on.
Yeah, the energy on the KMD is crazy.
Yeah, it's like aggressive.
Right. It's mad crazy. At the same time, people bring up really smart points and they make you think. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, us talking about a Carmelo Anthony reunion at the trade deadline is something that you don't hear at other places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like legit bringing Carmelo back, bro. If I'm not saying have him be the main piece. If we go out and get a couple of pieces and then bring Melo back, bro, this is like it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like going in the sneaker store and they actually have what you want. Yeah, y'all.
It can happen next year. It can happen. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Right.
It can happen, man.
Yeah, man. It's like you ever been sneaker shopping like for the big boys. You know how you go in the sneaker store and they never have what you want. They're like, yo, we don't have the Jordan 11s, the Concords in your size. You know what I'm saying? But we have these sketches. You're like, dog, I didn't get in my car drive all the way across town to buy no doggone sketches. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get a parking spot way out in the boonies and walk all the way across the parking lot to come in here to buy no sketches, bro. No, I did not do that. You know what I'm saying? I did not fight to get through teenagers on their phones in a food court to come all the way down here to buy some sketches, bro. But
So,
if we get Carmelo Anthony,
I got some kind of like breaking news.
Okay.
Toronto Raptors fined star Pascal Siakam $50,000 after directing several heated words towards head coach Nick Nurse.
Wow.
So Pascal and Nick Nurse are beefing.
They're 17 and 25. They lost.
And I think Nick Nurse wins that battle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Nick Nurse is winning.
Oh,
Pascal Siakam, he will be traded by the deadline.
Yeah.
And
because that's twice this year already.
And can you see Pascal to San Antonio for DeRozan?
To go back to the Raptors. Yeah, that's interesting.
Go back to
DeRozan want to get back with Kyle.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. What about a DeRozan Kyle Lowry reunion?
I mean, that'd be beautiful, man. They're best of friends, man.
Yeah, they both want that.
Yeah. Yeah, but $57 million in salary, that's a lot. Unless Kyle Lowry gets bought out, which I don't see that happening. I see him being traded somewhere, like Miami or Philly.
There's been something going on with that team because they've been really underachieving. You talk about Indiana underachieving, Toronto has been really underachieving, and Pascal just hasn't seemed right the whole year.
Right, and what I believe it is the Kawhi Leonard trade, them acquiring Kawhi Leonard and winning the championship, gave them a fake ego boost, right? Mm-hmm. Like they think they're a legit organization when they're not. They're a second round exit franchise, right?
I mean, I drank the Kool-Aid. I was like, yo, Pascal looked like the second coming, bro. Like he was doing these spin moves in the paint off the dribble. I was like, yo,
now he's like balling.
Like I drank the Kool-Aid. I was like, yo.
Right, but now
and like Toronto drank the Kool-Aid too because they paid him.
Right.
But now, things are creeping.
But now without Kawhi Leonard, what do they look like?
Like trash.
They lost 9 in a row.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean, man. But the thing about teams like Toronto, they win their chip, they acquire Kawhi Leonard, and people legit look at the organization as opposed to looking at the contribution of Kawhi Leonard. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And now that Kawhi Leonard is gone
on that team.
Yeah, man.
Like, Kawhi
and I think in hindsight, if the Knicks would know now what they do about Fred VanVleet, they would have overpaid to get Fred VanVleet in here.
Yep. And we'd have been killing Fred VanVleet every night. Every night.
He's definitely pissed that he didn't pick another team.
Yeah.
Because that team, it's like, it's bad when people are already making screenshots of Cade Cunningham in a Raptors jersey.
Right.
You know it got bad when they're doing that.
Right.
But let me just add this point too. They haven't been playing at home like they've been doing Orlando. Yeah, right? Tampa, I'm not mistaken. So you got to
Tampa Bay.
Tampa
Bay. So you got to add that into the equation. They're not at home. They're not with their families. It's like a long road trip, like that never ends. Like Groundhog Day. You know what I'm saying? They wake up and then they're in the same place over and over again, but it's not at home. So that can affect you.
Yeah, I don't feel sorry for them though.
Yeah, I don't feel sorry. I'm just pointing out the fact that that could be reasons why they're going through the struggles the way they're going through.
That it may be, and it may be that Nick Nurse is overrated as a coach.
Woj just said the Heat and Knicks with summer cap space are reluctant to offer premium packages for Victor Oladipo, but markets developed of capped out teams bidding with young player first round pick combos.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're gonna trade. People are looking to get him in the offseason.
Yeah. Well, either way, I think we'll be in a nice spot. I do believe we have to bring in some type of reinforcement in order to get Julius Randle's minutes down. I think you got to do that, and the same thing for RJ.
Yeah.
So, fellas, I got to wrap it up right here, man, because I got some stuff I got to do. I got to make sure I do some stuff for the channel. And then get ready to go into to work tonight, man, and stuff. Man, make sure y'all check out the Knicks at Night podcast tonight at 11:45. It'll be me, Hoodie Cab, City for Real, Quiet Money, Eric G, Rob the Nick, the usual cast of characters. And for those that, man, look who's in the building. State of the New York Knicks podcast. What you doing up this time of day, bro? But anyway, I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you everybody for coming through for Day 210. Man, we need to see more of you. We like this.
I can jump on during the day more now.
Well, cool. Hey, Chop, you mind if I drop that outro?
I was gonna say it.
All right, so I'm gonna drop this outro, man. I'll holler at y'all later. Thank y'all for coming through, y'all. Peace.
Thank you.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings.